Hi there, welcome back to another episode of Goblin-Sighting D&D. I'm the Mad DM, these are my fearless adventurers. As you can see, we have a slightly different set piece tonight. We have some unavoidable consequences to weather and some other stuff going on. But hope you guys are doing alright. When last we left our adventurers, they had finished a blood-chilling battle with some hungry ghouls, which I kept calling zombies. For some reason, I've got zombies on the brain tonight. I think it's part of the undead atmosphere down here. But several of them almost died. Victor was almost poisoned on several occasions, but we managed to pull through. And then they retreated to a previously known alcove to rest and recover. Everyone gets full hit points. Any hit dice you've used, regain half of those. Hey, Chris, we have a visitor.
I locked the gate.
I
Do
don't
you
know.
know how to unlock the gate?
You can't. That's physically got his prowess, I'm hoping. Anyway, so anything else you guys need to do before we get out adventuring again?
I don't think so.
Okay.
So we're all at
Full hit points. Well, I don't think we used any hit dice.
No.
Elizabeth regains one of her fighting spirit points. Victor regains one of his superiority dice. DM regains his use the unmute button and sets the unmute.
That is a very important
Skill
gift.
piece, yes.
Yes.
Okay. So, what do you do now?
Good morning.
Throughout the night, you've heard, and through your stay in the cave entrance next to the donkeys, you've heard the scraps of Finn and Elizabeth and Victor talking in low tones, something to the effect of explaining what in the heck happened while she was charmed. With Finn only too happy to explain every detail, and Victor trying to thump them.
Yes.
Quite a bit,
Yes.
especially during the last part of it, when Finn explains how Victor refused to attack her, and then his final words to Nesnar definitely earned him a thumping from Victor.
Kind of like the annoying little pesky sibling.
Yes,
Yes.
very much little brother energy
Yes.
exuding from Finn during this whole time.
Yeah.
You see that Elizabeth is kind of looking at Victor just a little bit differently than she used to. There's less bite to her repartee as they still bicker, but there's like less genuine.
Right.
Another word. Hang on.
You gonna be Victor with this one?
Acrimony. I was going to say macaroni with Victor, but
That's
I'm not going to
right.
say that because I am not. I am the DM. But yeah, there's like less genuine acrimony between the two of them now.
Nice.
They're definitely that whole interaction is definitely put a new face on their view of each other and their relationship. So,
Alright.
the little split peas are your characters.
So where on this map have we been?
Okay.
Speaking
So
of keys.
yes, this is where you started.
Yes.
This is where the donkeys are.
Yes.
You went through here the first time. Went all the way through here. Victor dived in here. Came around, out, up, and around. This is where Nesnar was. This is where Nundra was. I'm going to need you to make a retcon history check, a religion check, excuse me.
Both of us or both?
If you want to. It's not the end of the world, but we'll make it. It's just
13. Hang on, let me see what do I have any advantage in? Plus 2, so 15.
okay.
18.
You recognize that this is a temple of Dumathoin, one of the dwarvish gods.
Yeah.
I don't remember what he does at the moment, but dwarven god of mining.
Makes sense.
Do you have proficiency in religion? Either of you?
I've got +6.
No, do you have proficiency?
Oh,
Is a little
languages.
circle
Okay,
next to it.
Only stone cunning.
I don't think
But is
so.
on your religion skill, is there a little dark circle next to it? Or is
Yes.
it, okay, then you have
Dark
proficiency.
circle.
You're both proficient. You don't need a religion check. You don't automatically recognize it.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That's Dumathoin, the dwarven god of mining. I forgot to mention that in the heat of combat.
Well, yes, yeah.
But, so,
Perhaps I
York.
should ask, where have we yet to go?
art.
Or where should we be headed?
Screen. This is the fungi cavern that I was trying to tell you about last night.
Yeah.
No great success. We have not been in here. We've not fully explored this area.
Mm.
We haven't been over here.
And yeah, we haven't been over here because we didn't go through here. We're going through here.
We were in there,
got
that was where we...
Shanghaied by a bunch of ugly rules. We could theoretically either come out here, go up
Yeah.
here,
Yeah.
dead ahead into here, or up into here, and then come out into here.
Elizabeth and Victor have any thoughts? I mean, since they're working
Yeah.
slightly more together at this point in time,
They're not working
maybe they...
that well
Okay,
together.
but well, perhaps they'll have some thoughts.
Let me check. We could go anywhere you guys want to, honestly, at this point. So, I'll just say for starters, you guys move out into the
Okay.
main hallway here, the open chamber. Get some bigger maps. Oh. Bearing in mind this is 10 feet to a square, so this one's Finnan. These two are Victor and Elizabeth. Those are you guys. Do this one is you. If you want, we can practice them over and use them or something to mark them. You guys good with what we got right now, or you
I
want to
think
try
it's
and futz
okay.
around with it a little more?
No, as
Alright.
long as I figure out who I am. I'm the little teeny tiny one, right?
You're
Should
the
be
one
Finnan.
that's like the second smallest.
Okay, so
you're
Finnan is the one in the middle and I'm...
Yeah, you're the like the short one over here.
Okay.
Which one am I?
You're the tall one on top over here. This is Finnan, this is Victor, and this is Elizabeth.
Okay.
Just generally marking it out. When I get my hands on a current marker, I'll mark it with different colors. But
Yeah.
for now,
We have 5 different colors over there at some point.
that's just when someone needs to get up really. Alright, we have. We can go left, we can go right, or we can go dead ahead. The age old. Finnan just smirching up the age old question.
You mean right this way?
Mhm.
Or
We can go up the
this
stairs,
way?
we can go up the stairs, we can go up the stairs, or we can go up the stairs.
Oh, I see. Okay.
There's stairs here where the rules came down. There's stairs here where no rules came down. There's a passageway with stairs at the end.
And we have not been over here yet.
Correct.
Let's go right.
Okay. So. Now, Finnan in front, or you want
Finnan can go in front and he can bring up the rear.
the render?
Yeah. Maybe, he has in the past. That's the way we have worked in the past, I should
So
presume.
we'll work with
Yeah.
Victor, Elizabeth, Finnan.
We do this a little bit cast fire.
You have cast fire too.
That would not be fun.
She has radiance, you have fire. So, area 12.
Is there an area 51 in this cave?
Thank the gods, no.
He wants,
Just for
he
the
wants into
numbers.
his bedroom.
Oh, 51 areas. What?
I said he wants into his bedroom.
I was
Yeah,
thinking
well,
in terms
yeah,
of area 51.
Oh, yeah,
That's
I
what
know, but
51
I'm just thinking as a
Yeah,
DM
oh
going
my gosh.
51 areas. That
No,
would
I
be
can't
about
even
this
imagine.
thick.
We'd
of a
we'd be here
campaign
for
guide.
years.
Yeah. Alright. So, switch down a little bit. See you guys again. But you're not like charging headlong in the middle of the room either. A blast furnace and mechanical bellows powered by a water wheel dominates this large chamber. The furnace is cold and dark, but heaps of coal are piled nearby along with carts full of unrefined ore. Oh, by the way, all through the night, through the rest or whatever that was, you guys, yeah, it's like the afternoon right now. We left at dawn. From here, we went to here, we went to here, and we went to here. So,
But did we have a long rest?
we did. That's what I'm trying to think how long that plus the long rest would make it. 8 hours of long rest plus certainly less than an hour. Maybe an hour of
Oh, I don't think, well, maybe 2 times.
Maybe 2 hours.
Yeah,
So
because
10
there was
hours. So it's about
about
like
4 o'clock in the afternoon. It was done earlier.
dawn's around 6, maybe 7. So it's between 4 and 5 o'clock in the afternoon.
Okay.
Which isn't really that much of a factor when you're in a cave.
True, but it counts for your staff and her wand. So I'm trying to keep that timeline in my head. As
Oh,
the
we
DM.
could have just spent the extra night there.
That's okay. We didn't.
You'd have to expend another day's ration
Right.
of water. So.
Okay.
All right. What was it? Oh yes.
During the night we heard something.
Oh yeah. You kept hearing that same booming surf sound.
Oh, I
Like
get it
periodically all through the
now.
night.
Is it because of the water wheel thing?
Nope.
Okay.
The water wheel sits in a 10-foot wide channel cut in the floor of the room, but the channel is dry.
Oh, okay.
Even as you're looking at this, you're in the boom as of crashing, sort of echoing from ahead of you somewhere. Passages exit to the west, south, and east. The empty channel exits to north and east. More than a dozen withered corpses are scattered around the room. These slain dwarves and orcs are still wearing the remnants of their armor. Floating above them is a skull engulfed in green flame.
Ow.
You okay? Do you recognize it?
I might if I...
Roll either a religion or a history check.
Do we have
With a
the
plus
rules?
6 on religion.
Okay.
It's clearly an undead construct.
It's 11 is my...
Okay.
17.
Religion or history.
Oh gosh, same history.
Right, but which one did you use?
Religion.
I did religion.
Should we have had
Did
one
we want to
history?
divide that?
Mine would be 15 if it was
No, it's
history.
fine. I just have to know what the DC is. The DC is different for history versus religion.
Well,
So-
I do history and you do religion. Mine is 15. His is...
I have 11.
Okay. You recognize it as some kind of undead construct. You've heard tales of this before. It's called a flame skull.
Okay.
It's some kind of an unnatural undead construct that is. There have been vague rumors. You remember hearing something in your travels of some kind of arcane abilities of this monstrosity.
So should we do a encounter check?
It's a little or not.
Okay! Heads up, everybody.
You ever roll initiative?
5.
6. Plus 2 is 8.
Oh, initiative, that's right. Minus 4. Sorry, minus 4.
See what this really is. No, I have no excuses. Let's do this.
They did? How many days are there? Just the skull?
Well, as you watch,
I don't have pencil.
help yourself. So, as you are here, you see 8 of the corpses
Here we
start
go
to
again.
shift and rise to their feet.
Bones or...
A little more fishy than skeletons.
Okay.
Are these your zombies that you've been talking about?
Oh, they get knocked down.
How many are?
8.
8.
And you said that I didn't replenish my staff yet. We told me yesterday we did. Okay.
Sorry, no, it's only an 8-hour rest.
Cool.
Okay, so we're
But
gonna
all spell slots and HP and hit dice. are-
That's cool. I didn't want to be.
All right, so we get the top of the rounds.
Um,
Mr. Wolfhouse.
well, I want to cast Mage Armor.
Oh, I assume you already had done that when you started out. I'm gonna let you have done that.
Is that a
as
one?
One charge as we were heading out
Yeah.
of the storeroom, so you can do something now, like Flaming Sphere, for example.
I'm trying to figure out if. Oh, this is against. Yeah, do Flaming Sphere.
Yeah, nothing that you've found so far except spiderwebs has, or that we've encountered directly has full-on flame immunity, except for spiderwebs. No, spiderwebs are vulnerable. Sorry, their name's Psychic Damage. Yeah, nothing that we've encountered so far has full-on flame immunity. Some things may have resistance to it, but nothing has full immunity.
This is the tornado shelter. I know.
Oh my gosh, you silly dog.
It's his name. Joe Scott. I'll take care of it.
His name's something, alright. Alright.
Okay, so we usually
I'm gonna
have
try and
the
grab
typical-
some these here, these zombies. That are actual zombies.
I'm leaving the door open.
Otherwise,
He'll be on the wrong side of the door. So I did Flaming Sphere, which means I need a 6, right? No.
2d6. I have extras if you want them.
That's 3, 6, 7, 8? No, 6.
So, I'm gonna say that the one that is face is like round side up is the flame skull.
okay.
And then the ones that are face up are zombies. I'm gonna put them one in each 10 foot square just because I can't fit them together.
So they're not bunched together, or
Well,
in reality.
in reality, they're about where I'm at. I'm just letting the map speak for itself at this point because I can't get anything smaller. And bearing in mind that each of these zombies is at least 5 to 10 feet apart. Even if they look like they're next to each other on the squares, that's a 10-foot square, not a 5-foot square.
Right.
So I can't put the keys on top of each other because Victor knows that they're basically shoulder to shoulder at this point. And you guys are at least 5 feet apart, 5 to 10 feet apart, depending on how far you guys want to be.
Is that reasonable?
Yes. And then you guys are at least 5 to 10 feet back from the fighters, so that's your discretion. Anything with friendly pieces, I'm going to say is player discretion as to whether you're 5 or 10 feet apart.
Okay.
And then I'll specify whether you're 5 or 10 feet away from an enemy. All right, who wants to go first?
I just did it.
Okay, Flaming
With
Sphere.
the Flaming Sphere.
With
6.
where'd you put it?
Well, they're going to attack that guy for sure because he's close enough, right?
Yeah.
Let's go for that big.
That one? Okay.
Oh, wait a minute. Well, that's the sphere. That's the head, right?
That's the flaming skull. Yes.
Let's do this one.
Okay.
Hey, can I see him though? That's an altar?
That is a blast furnace, so it's
So
unlikely
he's-
you could see him.
But I can't read it. Let's do.
The bellows is going to be partial cover,
Let's do the like
Waist high-ish.
this guy.
probably at least. It's a water wheel driven bellows, so it's probably pretty.
This guy.
Okay. Roll 46.
Oh, in that one, yes!
6s. There's 1 6.
Yes, keep going, keep
Okay.
going.
There's 2 6s.
Sweet, keep going, keep going.
There's 3.
Keep
How many
going,
more?
keep going, one more.
And a 2.
Hey, not bad.
20
It's a
points of damage.
Very nice.
Well,
Well,
alright then.
does he knock down? Yes.
Which one did you go after?
This one right here.
Nope, that one here.
This one here.
No, I went to the one that was not right there because I figured they'd attack me easily.
So you went for the one on the channel.
I went right there.
Okay. Okay. That is a very surprised little orcish zombie. Not a dead one, but a
No.
surprised one.
Did he get knocked down? Oh, come on, he got 20 points.
These are hardy creatures. Or should I say, resilient.
So there's a mix of orcs and dwarves, right? Okay, do we know what the mix is, or doesn't it matter? Okay.
Once they're dead, it doesn't matter. It's just
Okay.
a question of my kinsmen once versus those trying to kill my kinsmen once.
Yeah, right. Outstanding. That was a great start.
You want to go next? Or do you want to
Sure,
let the
well,
terrible trio go?
Let the terrible trio go first, and then I'll
Okay.
mop up, so to
Then
speak.
it is going to scoot further behind the blast furnace.
See this now. Okay? You hear a yelp from Finn as he tries to hide behind the blast furnace.
There's
another one over
here!
So
Good, good.
he's going to unsling his short bow, and he's going to use steady aim. Golly, gives him advantage as long as he's not moving, and he gets 0 movement for the rest of his turn, so he can't like stop. I can't move, shoot, move with steady aim. If he moves, stops moving. I think. Check really fast here.
Yeah.
Just so I'm not doing what I did yesterday.
Much cooler down here.
But you can't do it like that. So we had that open all day. The door there is open for a long time. So the stars. And that really beat up the direction because it was so close.
Oh, steady aim, yeah. There's like advantage when you attack. Oh, correct, okay. He is not going to use it, because you can't have moved with steady aim.
Oh, so you can't have got to position and then...
You can't have moved to hide and then use it,
Okay.
so you're just going to use what you have. 6 plus 12. Yeah, that hits. Still,
Good.
it doesn't matter. 5 points of damage to the uninjured zombie.
Which one did we win at?
Behind the forge there.
This guy.
Okay.
So we have 2
And now
that
we
are
have-
injured, that one and that one.
Yep.
And we're about to have 2 more. Hopefully,
Oh,
we'll
yeah.
cleave working. Yes, exactly.
Seven points of damage to one on the left. Here's one, two. Charging, occupying melee space with this zombie. And attack for 7 points of damage.
Excellent.
Elizabeth is going to occupy melee
space with the zombie in the channel. They're about 10 feet apart right now.
Okay.
And she's going to attack, hacking downward at the zombie. Sitting in the channel.
And that's the one that I injured? Or is
No,
it
the one on
next
the opposite
over?
side is the one you injured. That hits. 13 points of damage to that one.
Does she knock him down?
Did 20 points of damage knock him
I
down?
was hoping maybe, you know, different guy, different. I can always hope. I can dream.
You can dream.
I'm dreaming.
It's one of my sub-duties as a DM to run the risk of shattering them.
Yes, exactly.
I'm not out to deliberately shatter people's dreams here, but when reality comes along,
Yeah,
I'm the
right.
one who has to deliver it. Alright, that brings us to their turn.
Oh, I have to have my
You got
turn.
your turn, you're going to go.
And Sacred Flame, they do not benefit from cover. So the guy behind the forge, I'm going to target him.
Can you see him?
I'm standing on right here. I'm in front of. I can see. Well, he said he's there.
He said he's there, but you can't
I can't
actually
physically see him.
Benefiting from cover is, for example, if in this room you were standing over at the door over there, and someone were hiding behind the couch,
Oh, okay.
they would get a plus something to their AC. It would benefit from that Sacred Flame. I don't. I'm going to double check the spellbook here. And
If
see
they've got cover, I
if
don't know how I would see
Sacred-
them.
Well, cover doesn't. I mean, full cover is one thing, but obscured is another. So. That you can see.
That you can see. Okay.
And the blast furnace is pretty darn big. It
Would
is
I
a
be
blast
able to
furnace, after
see
all.
over the top of the bellows?
That's where you would benefit.
Okay. So I'm sending it after this guy right here. Next to the skull because I can see him.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Dexterity saving throw.
There, you're not going to make it.
He's gonna make it. He's spades.
He's 20.
Yeah, no, he's not getting that 20, but he got a 19. Which, even with zombies, still misses.
Yeah. Okay.
And now it's their turn. So, one's engaged. This one's going to shamble up on Finnan. Who is just be glad you can't understand half of
Oh, good.
it. He's saying some things that are probably very uncomplimentary from the tone. As it attempts to slam its sloughing fist into him. And miss. It doesn't do any damage, but it whiffs the shot.
Good.
He's able to duck out of the way while trying to get his short sword back.
Good.
And then the other two are going to attack Nick and Elizabeth. Victor is going to spend a superiority dice to impose parry on his opponent. Don't like doing this, but no. Need it. Don't want to get hit. Hit. So he spends his attack. It's 5. He's 6 minus 12. D12 D12. Okay, so he's able to parry the zombie's incoming strike, and it swings toward him, and it just looks, it's going to hit something. Talon flicks up and just deflects it aside. It doesn't hurt it, he hits it with the flat, but he parries it aside with the speed and grace of an expert swordsman, just almost contemptuously flicking away the zombie's attack. Boy, I love the Battle Master. And the other one is going to attack Elizabeth. Thinking maybe you just doesn't matter. She misses. She deflects away with the half of her axe. Other one is going to check something real fast here, see how deep this channel is. .5 feet below. Okay, well, ability check. Perhaps. It's really hoping for an ability check. Cool. The zombie kind of shuffles into the little thing here, shuffles out, goes around. So 30 feet. Ish, what is that, 30 or 40?
Well, it is 30 or 40. I wasn't.
Doesn't matter. It's not going with 20.
Oh, okay, so it's 30. It's in.
Oh, is that, that's not the
Across. So it's
Okay.
like almost there.
Yeah.
The one that you're attacking is the one that just moved. It's like trying to run away from your sphere. Somewhere deep in its undead consciousness, it recognizes that something hot just hit it, and it doesn't like that. So it's going to try and get away from it.
So maybe he'll trip again.
The other one is going to there. It's trying to get around the bellows. This one's going to move here. Here. There. Flame skull. I'm just going to say it's floating high enough that it can see over the. It's going to move. Yeah. I'm just going to say it can see over the bellows because it's floating high enough.
So all the other guys
It
just
didn't really
moved,
move.
right?
I
It's
didn't-
right there.
Yeah, I didn't move it.
So everybody else just moved for their turn.
They don't have anywhere they can attack.
Right, and
they're
everybody-
they're not skeletons. They don't have short bows.
Right.
They just have their knuckles.
Okay. So we just have misses and moves.
Except for
Or the fighting skull.
Well, yes, I know what comes next. Do you have any protection you can do?
I'm pretty sure that parry involves a reaction. So post. Yep. So he's already used his. Victor's used his reaction. All right.
Or you?
I'm worried.
I am too.
All right. This is gonna be fun. Okay. It is going to. It's going. You see the jaw go for a moment, and then a 5-foot ball of fire materializes next to you guys. I need both of you to make saving throws. Dexterity saving throws.
Which is
D20 plus your Dex saving throw bonus. I don't think it's different at this stage, but it may change later, so that's fine.
dexterity. Where is the dexterity?
Except the saving throw.
The saving throws should be up next to your dexterity straight modifier, just to the right of that, and then your dex will be
17. Because I 18 minus 1, and unfortunately
plus
my
2 dex.
dexterity.
It'll be this little box right here. We have dex with it. What?
17 because I rolled an 18 of a minus 1 dexterity.
Okay.
I've got a plus 2. Nat 20.
You're safe.
I'm not.
You take 3 points of fire damage as the sphere just kind of whoosh.
I would think that
Can't
my
get out of the way fast
exploding
enough.
would protect both of us.
No, that's not how it works.
Okay.
Unless you want to apply that to people evading your fighting suit. Okay. And that's it for that turn, and it's back up to the top of the round.
Okay.
Now, I've got a question about the sphere.
Yes.
Can I take it up?
Up
Does it
as
float?
far as up to 5 feet tall.
How high is he?
At least 10 or 15 to see
Okay.
over the
Okay. I'm trying to think
bellows,
of
the blast furnace.
what, I don't know what his weaknesses are. And did you see anything about weaknesses?
I wasn't told anything when I rolled what I had.
You don't remember hearing about any weaknesses.
Okay.
You just remember hearing that it's an undead construct with rumors that apparently have been well founded
Yes.
about its arcane capabilities.
Okay, so I'm going to roll the sphere of the same guy I hit before.
Okay, go ahead and roll damage.
That's 2d6s.
Yep.
Whoop. 4,
Yes.
7,
Okay. So it takes 11 points of damage. It's,
on top of its 20.
yep. Not dead. Not been knocked down.
And I'm going to do a cantrip at the
Okay.
head.
What's the range
No
on that?
flaming. Huh?
What's the range on the fire bolts?
I don't know.
Don't specify.
It's what?
Did I tell you how it goes?
I don't have it written down. I can do that if you tell me. I wonder if it's a flame thing, if it's chilly. No, that's a grass.
Talking grass.
But
No,
you
I
do
was-
have the ice thing.
That's the, it's a grass though.
I should touch it.
Isn't it a chill grass or is it a, or is
Shocking
it?
grass.
No,
Shocking grass.
what's the
Ray of
chill?
frost?
Ray of frost.
That's a melee attack. Oh, that's a ranged attack.
Yeah, what's the, what is, I'm thinking if, against somebody who just threw fire at me, that possibly,
What's your most, what thing you've heard is the most damage?
well, missiles, but I'm trying to, well, actually I've got, we'll do 3 man, we'll do a level, we'll do a level 2 magic missile at it.
Okay.
I mean a level 1. Level 1 magic missile, so.
Range is 120 feet. For firebolt.
Oh, okay.
Firebolt range is 120 feet.
Magic missiles are at least that, right?
Should have been written down by now, but it's 120 feet as well.
And they're mage missiles, right?
Magic missiles.
Well, it says, I wrote down
But you
mage.
could
Mage
use
armor, magic missiles.
Okay. So I've got to roll 3 D4s.
Yep.
Eight.
Okay. So those 3 darts go slamming out into it. Except without the tongue. It's just fire. Green fire. Alright.
I'm going to guess it takes a lot of damage to kill that.
What do you
Usually
have?
It's the fighters.
Okay. I didn't know if you wanted to shake up the turn order.
I can.
If you want to, go ahead.
I was gonna wait to see if anybody got knocked down.
Okay, that's fine. The thing about team
Yeah.
turnover is at any point at the top of the round, you can just shake up the turnover however you want. That's one of the reasons why I appreciate is the flexibility.
I
For
like
my character's down, so I'm gonna wait until I get healed by the cleric before I roll a death save. So thank
And
you
the
very
same
much.
thing for having me go last is kind of a benefit from that standpoint.
So Finnan is going to use steady aim to cancel out his disadvantage at melee distance on the thing. Oh! 9 points of damage against Zande. Okay. And it's good. Just barely. Good on the ammo. Alright, so then we come to Victor.
Way back into the
That hits for 9 points of damage. 9? 10? 10 points of damage, sorry. Against zombie number 1. Elizabeth is going to spend a fighting spirit point to give herself 15 temporary hit points. I think. Check that. Yep, 15 temporary hit points and advantage on attack rolls for this turn. Which has advantage. So. That hits for 15 points of damage against zombie number 2. Still standing. She smacks it, and she smacks it again, and it's just like up at her from the pit.
So, I think what I'm gonna do is go after the skull.
Okay. With what?
I'm torn between. I think I'm gonna flambe it.
Okay.
Yes, Gator wants to be because unless the group thinks that I would be better off doing the crossbow for actual physical piercing damage.
It's an undead skull. We've generally found that skeletons don't tend to deal as much damage dealt from crossbow bolts.
Right. So I think that
Okay.
I'm too far away for any
So,
like bludgeoning. I'm too
Dex
short for any bludgeoning.
save against your thing.
Too short.
I'm too short to like wield my battle axe at it if I were close enough.
So can jump.
I can jump. That's something to remember. I'm too far away. I would have taken my whole action to get closer to it.
Okay. You have 14 as your DC.
Yes.
Go ahead and roll for damage. Negate it.
4.
Okay.
She may be the only one that can jump above the thing and come down and deal bludgeoning damage.
Perfect.
Okay, that brings us to the hostiles round. And the zombies are going to attack. As usual.
Oh, wait a minute.
What?
Oh, I did do both.
That's a miss.
Yes.
There's also a miss. Well, that would be a hit. Except that
That's
Victor
gonna make
used his
two
reaction
hits.
this turn. No, wait. Yes. Yes, he used his reaction this turn to invoke protection on Elizabeth.
Good.
So,
That's 4 misses. Yay. 4. Oh no, that was 3. Sorry.
um, shuffle up to see what his buddy's doing down here. These two are kind of shuffle up to here. These are going to shuffle down the pit. So the one that you damaged is right here next to the flame storm. Well, sort of below the flame storm. If you want to chase it, well and good. If not, there's another one almost in range.
We'll chase it with the...
Right, so if you want to chase with the flaming sphere, well and good. If not, there's another one almost in range.
The flaming sphere can
It can, but I'm saying
hit
like,
any of the ones I can see right now.
yes. I'm just saying if you want to keep damaging the one, you'll have to chase it down before you hit it. So then the flame skull is going to make both of you do dex saving throws as a bonus action. No, both, not both of you. Shoot, hang on. Low or high? Low number or high number? Just give me a call.
I'm not sure. What am I calling for?
Just say
Call
low
it.
number or high number.
Say what the words, low number or high number.
High number.
Thank you. Okay. Make a dex saving throw.
Not good. 8 plus
Okay,
8
D1.
plus, just a second. No, I was looking, plus 2. I got 10.
Okay, do you want to invoke shield or leave it alone?
Probably want to revoke it.
Oh wait, no, never mind. No, that wouldn't help in this case. Sorry. Don't invoke shield. It's not going to help in this case because it's a dex saving for non-attack.
Oh,
Technically. So you take 2 points of fire damage.
I do?
Yes. And the flame skull is going to. Oh bother. Okay. You see as it kind of turns its glowing eyes towards the group, less focused in on you this time, and then it just kind of rotates its eyes just a little bit, and out of its mouth, this beam of red energy streaks out and hits right here, fiery explosion. I need everyone to. Crap, someone else is like he's
That's me too.
Everyone, yes. Make a dexterity saving throw.
It's with this.
Yes, D20. The same thing you were just doing.
20, but
Okay.
I have to -1 because I have a -1
Well,
dexterity.
14.
Is it natural 20?
It was natural 20, but
Oh, that.
I,
Natural 20 is different.
okay, but I just,
I had
Natural 20
14.
is a thing.
okay,
It's a
okay.
mathematical thing.
I just want to let you know that I have a -1
You have a
dexterity.
-1 and a natural 20 does not care.
Infinity
No
minus
problem.
2 is infinity.
I'll take it, that's fine.
Epicness -1 is still epic.
Okay, I just want to make sure that I.
So I had 14.
Okay. What are you guys? Oh, that's good. Oh, that's not good. That's better. Okay. Here we go. Can I borrow both of your D6s for a second?
No.
Okay.
No, this does not sound good.
Holy moly. Okay. I'm gonna roll that.
Tammy looking for crayons?
Oh, 7, 14,
Tammy? They're in the desk drawer
16.
upstairs.
22, 5, 6. So, you take no damage. 0, zilch. You take 32 points of fire damage.
I'm 0.
Okay. And everyone else takes 16. Well, Vector and those will
I mean, I'm 20, but you
Yeah,
don't
but
go.
Finn does not get hurt, right?
Finn was out of range.
Right.
I'm 0.
Okay, so I do need to do something.
Well, wait. No, he takes 16 too. He was in 30 feet range.
Goodness.
This is our worst center yet.
It's bad.
I'd like my 6 back, please.
Oh yeah, sorry.
You can't have it anymore.
I'm not sure
I
it's
am
gonna
not
do me any
sharing
good.
anymore.
It won't do me any good.
No, but it might do me some good because I got
16,
You're going to want to cure me first.
18.
It's a word.
Oh, that hurt a lot. Well, now you know what to look forward to when you hit 5th level.
Because you can do
That was
it.
Fireball.
So he's at 5th level. He's using Fireball against me. I don't think that's fair. It's my toy.
Not yet.
No, it's my toy.
The Flame Skull would contest that. with fireball.
Obviously, yeah, exactly. Obviously.
It's like my toy. No, my toy. No, my toy. My toy.
I have it. I believe
Possession
this
is
called-
9/10 of the law.
That's exactly what I was going to say.
Fire coming out of my head.
So I'm close enough to you to touch you.
1 plus minus 16 is 25.
Yeah, you and I are right next to each other.
Victor's up. Elizabeth's up.
Wait. Does she want to? Oh, she's going to cure me before my turn.
Yeah. I'm just going with
Yeah.
Who's up?
who's still
Oh,
up.
they're up, not.
They're awake. They're still conscious. They're on their feet. They're both like
How about
a
Finny?
bit like looking a bit like Mary. Sorry. Yeah, Pippin's alright. Looking a bit like Mary and Pippin after the firework went off. Elizabeth is fuming mad.
I bet she's literally fuming mad.
Well, she kind of goes,
And she-
how bad is it? And he just looks at her and goes, you look fine. And she just looks at him and he goes, oh, seriously, you're alright. It's alright. It's not that bad.
Ooh. Go back
She
to
goes-
all right. Go back
she
to all
goes,
right.
I guess you're right.
Yes.
Points
So-
for short hair.
Yeah, really.
Yeah, her hair is already like shoulder length, tied back, so it's like not as bad as it could be. Alright, I'm gonna put you devils away.
That closes them.
Huh?
That's the end of their.
Oh, that's just their dialogue and the aftermath of the fireball. Who wants to go first?
I'll go first because I'm going to touch Rongier to stabilize.
Oh, just
Spare the
stabilize? I thought you were going to cure me.
Excuse me, you're gonna do stable. You're gonna do cure, spare the dying or cure wounds. Spare the dying
Good
is the
point. That's
cantrip
just,
that
yeah, we need him.
stabilizes.
That's right. We need to cure wounds.
Cure wounds is an actual like
Yeah.
on your feet Saxon kind of
But
Yes.
that then gives
On
me
your
a
feet,
chance
Saxon.
to attack him twice.
slam from Pendragon.
Yes. Okay, I'll
Or
do
attack
cure
twice.
wounds.
Okay.
So is it?
Oh, I need you to make Constitution saving throw.
To keep me from dying?
No, to see if you manage to maintain. Oh no, wait, you're unconscious. Oh right, I forgot.
Yeah.
You're
Okay, so
unconscious.
I just have to touch you for cure wounds.
Yeah, flaming sphere bleeds out when you lose consciousness.
Oh, bummer.
I don't know how an unconscious person can maintain a spell.
Yeah, right.
I've studied with the.
Make a Constitution saving
Masters.
throw at disadvantage. I'm serious. If you
Yeah,
want to
try
do this,
it,
go
yeah.
ahead.
Roll
Go ahead
two
and make a
good high
Constitution
ones.
saving throw at disadvantage.
Yeah, roll two
Roll
good
two
high ones.
d20s. Take the lower roll.
Well, the 3 is not going to do it.
Well, take a lower roll. Maybe roll a lower roll.
It's 2 3s.
Okay. Now add your Constitution bonus.
Oh, I probably made a negative constitution bonus. Let's
You
see.
can't be a negative Constitution. I pray you're not making a Constitution just for your sake.
Plus 2, 5.
Yeah, like so.
Okay, so I have a D8 plus 6 for you.
Okay. Go for it.
8 plus 6 is 14.
14. You're at 14 hit points.
That's
Good.
Back conscious. So do you want to go next, or do you want the terrible trio to go next?
terrible trio.
All right. Finnan is going
So
to
it's 14
use
for mine.
steady aim again, because he's not running from this thing, and it just takes too long to get his sword out at this point. No, what? No, he's got to pull his sword out. That'd be stupid to keep shooting a bow at someone at this
Right.
range. He's going to hit for 10 points of damage
Some zombie.
on the zombie. And then he's going to back up 10 feet.
Finnan did this?
Yes.
Oh,
So
sorry.
going back towards you guys like, nope, nope, nope! Stay back!
I would run to separate from the rest of our.
Yeah, really, I would be anywhere
He's kind of
near.
looking at you like, yeah, but zombie!
Yeah.
I would just want to.
No, you're right.
If I
And he
can
runs
move,
back towards
Yeah,
the
he's
zombie.
big.
If I can
Well, can you
move,
move towards is there a doorway or
There's
something?
nothing but zombies
Oh,
and fighters around him.
Mercy.
Yeah, I'm just saying
Yeah,
that
he's-
I would not want
Because
to
he's
be.
still in range.
He's still in range. He's like,
no
I'm
matter
in
where
range
he
or I'm in
stands,
range.
he's in range. At least he'd be with us if he's
Okay.
Doesn't make any
Uh,
difference.
Yeah,
he's
he's gonna
between a
run
rock.
down the
Hey, gates, stay here. Between a rock and a
Uh,
hard place.
Yeah, zombie
If
on
you
a
come over
fireball
here,
at
I'll
this
That's
point.
right.
Vader.
So that sounds like a
How could
pat
anyone
definition.
resist such a beautiful
Alright.
dog?
Victor is going to attack. The long dice.
Oh, is it a bigger dice?
Oh, it's just a long bar. I don't like using it.
I want to attack with a D40.
I love beautiful. Endurance.
Elizabeth says.
You would make a good pack dog. What happened?
I'll thank you to keep the role playing
Oh.
between me.
I missed my, when you healed me, I was going to come up and say, but I don't smoke.
There you go.
Alright, say 10 points of damage to the zombie. And that's still, it's like he slices it and then he just but he doesn't go down. Elizabeth is going to attack.
Nail Elizabeth.
And that hits. 13 points of damage.
Yeah, like that.
I'm gonna double check something real fast here. Excuse me for a moment while I hide in my manual. What should I say? Should I 13?
13.
And the zombie, she cuts the zombie's head clean off,
Good, he's gone.
and he drops to the bottom of the trench,
Yes.
dead.
Yes. Okay, one down, guys. We can get there.
Yep.
Oh, do I get to?
Yes, you're up.
The sphere comes from the staff, right?
The sphere comes
no,
from
the sphere comes from a spell, level 2.
Correct.
And I lost, when I was unconscious, did I lose my mage armor?
Well,
Doesn't
it's
matter
not a
hours.
concentration
That's
spell,
8
so
hours.
no.
Okay, I'm just making sure.
Yeah.
So, let's do another level 2
Okay.
for fire.
Where are you putting it?
Anywhere he can hit
Oh,
one
no,
more.
no. Pull the zombie off the board. That's good.
So if I go coming to those two, do I hit them both?
On the initial cast, yes. So both of them are gonna.
Let's hit both of them.
So this. Oh, okay. Go ahead and roll 2d6.
4 and 5, 9.
Okay. So both take 9 points of damage. Gator,
He
be
didn't
careful.
unplug it that I can see. So those two have 9 points of damage. And I'm now back up to, well, I'm at 9 for the sphere. Because
Right. So you get to do anything else?
nothing else because I don't have, I can't use that as a roll action because that was my major action.
So 9 points of damage?
9. Be careful.
And the one facing Victor collapses in heat on the impact of your cast.
Sweet. So he's gone. Is he gonna stand back up again, or he's
Nope.
out? So we've
He
got
did.
Victor's
Oh,
is out.
when you said he's down with a zombie, I'm
Burned
never
to a
sure.
crisp.
Perfect.
So that's 2.
Yep.
We still haven't taken care of that.
Gotta hit him hard. Lots of points of damage.
He doesn't miss.
Okay, that brings us to the zombie's turn.
Miss.
So there's 6 of those left?
No, 5. No, 6. He was just gonna stop hitting me.
So then we're going to slam Victor. Yes. 5 points of damage to Finn. He is now 10. stove. Ram you with flames here. High or low? High numbers or low numbers?
Low.
Okay. Gonna ram you. Have a dexterity saving throw.
So my low is good.
Only hit scare.
18,
18?
9, well, I maybe, I have a negative 1, so yes, it is 18.
18. Okay, you take 5 points of fire damage as it clips you on the way by. And then it is going to.
I want to be a level 5.
That's right.
How long has this been going? 2 turns? 3? Thanks, Fear.
His? This is the third one, yeah.
Okay. Interesting. I look like spellcasters. Okay. That is going to. And then it forms and becomes blurry as if the flames have suddenly started to waver like a hot fire or a hot egg, how the shimmering
Yeah.
heat dance. It's suddenly harder to tell exactly where it is.
So put up a defensive spell.
Do you
Yes.
have one?
Huh?
Do you have one?
And not that I have now. Even if I had one, I can't.
Oh, you said it put up a defensive
Yes.
Put
spell?
up a
I thought you
defensive
said,
spell.
No,
I
it
thought,
put up
okay,
one.
I thought that you were asking.
It's,
should we-
it
I
put
was
up a
trying to
defensive
explain
spell.
to myself what the shimmering meant.
Yep.
Which means that if we attack it with anything, it's going to be at a disadvantage. Just trying to make sure I understand.
Yeah, as a wizard at the evocation school, you easily recognize this one as a blur spell. Disadvantage against it.
Who's
Attacks
MacGyver
against-
when you need him?
Not in this universe.
Yeah, okay, that brings us to the top of the round.
Okay.
Well, I can lead off if you would like. Did we ever kill off the guy that I was bouncing the spear against?
Maybe?
I guess I'm curious
No,
who's most
he's
injured.
at 31. He's the most injured.
31.
He got into 31 and he didn't die.
Because,
31
first-
points of damage.
Yeah.
right, sorry.
Okay. I got him.
Sorry.
So which one is he?
He will be this one right here.
And he's going to have the spear bouncing again.
Okay.
Is that 9 points or is it more than that? Do you roll for the points again?
I roll for points again every time.
Okay. Roll.
Six.
Okay.
Nice.
So you slam the sphere into it, knock the zombie off its feet, and it just kind of back up to its feet.
He's been knocked down.
He gets up again.
He gets up again. I'm going to go.
Go.
I'm going to.
First, did you want to do anything?
Oh, yeah, right, sorry,
um,
sorry.
Your primary action.
I'm going to do... I wrote there, but I can't read it because this pencil's on the head there. I'm going to take a level 1 against the flaming head.
Okay. Level 1 magic missing?
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead and roll for damage. Roll decaltrop. Roll decaltrop.
roll with. Six, 7, 8, 9.
Ooh, nice.
Okay. So it takes 9 points of damage. Which magic missile is not affected by blur.
Yes.
It just, you don't roll an attack against
Right.
it, so.
There's disadvantage on that.
Right.
Right.
So 9?
Yeah. That's all I can do.
That's fine. I'm
Great,
just
that's
trying to fix the number in my head because I erase the number and then I forget what you dealt, so I forget how much I have to put back. Okay.
So you
Now
finish
you're
with, I am going to flambe Mr. Knockdown.
Flambe to zombie, and it is going to fail. So roll for that.
Oh, it's failing. I
It
always
fails.
get backwards.
When I say you fail,
Yeah.
or when it's making the
2.
throw, okay,
Yes.
it's knocked down again. It back up again.
Here we go.
Okay.
3 down.
So
Only the skull would get knocked down, and I can flambe it with a 1 and it'd be good.
yeah, all right.
If he gets too
Now
close
for
to you,
the
he jump
trail.
up and cleave him.
Victor, Lieutenant is going to steady stab the zombie. And miss. He's a little bit. He's a little bit wild right now, and a little bit charred. So he's like got a little smoke in his eyes.
Yes.
He's going, back, you undead fiend! Ah! And just, ow, poke myself in the eye. And so Victor is going to attack. That will hit for 8 points of damage.
Against.
Has he already attacked this guy?
It's being attacked. I don't know
Oh,
why.
Did you take off the one that I killed?
Yes. Well, no.
And one, then Kim took one out too, right?
You have 3
Same one.
Same one, okay.
You flaming sphered it, and then it got back up, and then you magic missile flame
I just
skull.
wanted to make sure you were off, if he was off.
And you're,
5 left,
Yes.
plus
The skull.
the fiend.
And Elizabeth is going
Wrong one. Elizabeth is going to move and attack the same one there. That is 12 points of damage. She hacks the zombie and just like opens its back up and it doesn't. And it just goes and doesn't die.
It doesn't fall over. Okay.
So that brings us to the top of the zombie's turn. Zombie's about to attack. As usual. They're going to slam attack. What an interesting formation we have. I said, what an interesting formation we have.
We're playing go.
Sure.
If you didn't really be playing go right now, go anywhere where we
I don't really
are.
like to be playing go away right now.
That's right.
That is a miss. That is a miss against Finn. The Flame's skull is going to highs or lows. Mom, highs or lows.
Close.
Okay. Okay. Make a dexterity saving throw. What are you doing?
I'm making 20.
Okay. You take 0 damage as you just hop out of the way as the flame spheres
It's my boots.
right by.
Oh, it's only
Yes.
at her?
Yeah, you can only attack one on a bonus action.
Oh, okay.
Remember?
Sweet.
That's what we've always done with you.
I like this. Although
Well, I thought he attacked more than one of us in the last one.
Yeah, with fireball.
But it was one
Oh.
fireball. Several
Or-
of us got hurt.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Good time for a nap.
Oh my word. Yeah, really.
Better would have been the fireball, which you got also.
I did, yeah. So, I'm feeling like
All right.
I'm liking this dice right now. This is my buddy.
Okay. It is going to.
Those faces make me
It,
nervous. Those faces make me nervous every time.
it is going to kind of rotate its little eyes in Elizabeth's direction, and a trio of glowing arcane darts streak out from the flames surrounding its mouth and smash into her back. That is 11 points of force damage. She's at 23. So, brings us back to the top of the round. And what's her first?
She took out the one that I was hitting before, right? I mean, she already did that one.
Yeah,
You
that's
already
done.
moved it.
Yeah.
Who's most damaged?
Oh, Victor and Elizabeth are kneeling.
Yeah,
Which one?
the one that Victor and Elizabeth are wailing on right now. Not a great angle. The one in the channel has a better angle for your
I'll go for that.
crime
With
sphere.
the sphere.
Okay.
Let's go down to 7.
Okay. Dexterity saving throw.
And he's like 2 ahead of me on that.
What are you at?
That's 7.
Okay. Go ahead and roll 2d6.
6. 3. 9.
So it takes 4 points of fire damage.
Has he been damaged before?
Nope.
Oh, he made a saving throw, huh?
Yep.
He made a saving throw.
Yes, he did.
Too bad it doesn't go like for the advantage and that we get to choose which dice. We can't even gone for the 6.
Alright.
I'm gonna
And
hang
then
back
for
to
your
the end to see if
action?
he's not gonna lay down.
Give me the cantrip firebolt, is that it?
At what?
That,
Okay. Roll with disadvantage.
Yeah, 'cause you can't see him.
Roll with disadvantage.
why can't I see him?
Blur.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I
You
can't.
still got some turns on that. It's a concentration spell, so.
Oh, wait a minute.
What do you got that can't miss?
Misses.
Why don't I do one level 1?
Okay.
If I'm dead, it doesn't do me any good to hit any spells.
Right.
So it's 3.
Elizabeth looks over at you and it's just like, ow! I don't think I like this spell anymore.
Which one?
Magic missiles.
Because she just
Because she-
received him.
yeah.
I can see why they fight you after you hit them with it.
12.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Alright. So, that brings us to who's next?
I'm gonna wait and see if we get anybody to get knocked down.
Alright. Elizabeth, Victor, one to attack. Huh?
What's wrong?
I was wondering, can she delay action on her turn?
No turn. Yeah.
Because they're going after us.
Huh?
And that would allow you to see if you need to cure someone that's going to get melee.
Oh, yeah, theoretically you could theoretically hold your action to
But no, I
cast
was
cure.
just
I mean, you could
curious.
theoretically cast Cure Wounds or Healing Word as a held action.
But do I
But-
need to if I'm not taking the time not taking?
If what Dad's suggesting is that you hold your action on Healing Word with the trigger being one of the party taking range taking damage.
But then
At which point you-
if nobody takes any damage, then it's
Oh,
gone.
my turn's gone. Yeah.
That's no, never mind.
Yeah, no, it's not a really bad idea, but I think in our current circumstances, I think that Victor was going to stand a pretty good chance of knocking this zombie down, and then I could take my turn.
Well, they're taking their turn first, so you can elect to either
Precisely.
Sacred Flame or hold Cure Wounds or
Right.
Healing Word as an action
Right,
in the event that something happens that you don't like.
right.
That will hit. 7 points of damage on the zombie. And it... Get your bony hip off of my bony foot.
You need to
It's
not
gotta
be on
hurt
his
you.
foot. Guy.
So, Victor rams the zombie right in the throat and then just rips out to the side and just kind of goes over on the side and just straight down, just collapses.
He's gone.
Oh,
Yes.
I don't typically describe dismemberment
Yes,
on zombies
yes.
that are getting back up
Yes.
again. Makes it perishing awkward to try to explain.
Why? There's no
Almost
evidence.
headless.
Yeah, it's just hard for me to like vocalize the zombie, or if I'd like stabbed it in the chest and then it got back up.
True, but yeah.
A headless zombie doesn't typically get up. That's against the law.
There you go.
So,
Against the lore.
Yes. So the zombie pinned up against the forge and bellows is down. Liz is going to turn on the one
standing in the trench that took a swing at her last turn. Like, oh son, you done messed up.
That's right.
And she is. She's not gonna do it. She's gonna make a straight attack. I was gonna give her another fighting spirit point, but I'm like, I only got 2 left. I'm not gonna do that right now. I may need it later.
Yeah.
Oh, so that is 7. That is a miss. So she swings, and the zombie just kind of goes under the blow. And Finnan is going to stabby stab the zombie as a vicinity, and he's going to hit for 9 points of damage.
Great.
Good target.
That stabs the zombie in the chest, punching out from the back, and then just drops. He hits it, and it just falls backwards and does not get.
So we got 4 foes left.
Yes. 1 flame skull and 3 zombies. One of whom is fighting. The one over by on the west side of the bellows is the one that's being chased around by the flaming spear, so it's hurt.
Okay.
Not much, but it's been singed.
That one? No. Yeah, where's the bellows? The bellows are
Sorry.
good.
That's the blast furnace.
This is the
Oh,
west side.
okay.
That's the east side.
That is the. This is the one where. No, it's the east side.
The west side of the bellows next to the flame skull.
Here.
There it is.
I've got you.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that brings us to your turn. Do you want to
Nobody's been knocked down, so I guess I will.
want to hold cure wounds, or do you want to do something like attack?
Oh, you have
Either
a
way, it's
attack?
fine.
Okay.
I don't care.
I will flambe Mr. Max Headroom.
Sorry, what?
There was a
Max
TV
Headroom.
show.
Who? Wait. Oh, okay. So you're attacking the flames. Okay. It is the flame spell. Go ahead and roll damage.
Yes. Is it 8 times the damage because I stood up to a talking head?
Yeah, that would phase everyone. to get
6.
that. Okay. It's
What
looking
is
a
he
little
up
rough.
to?
I've got 39 points of damage on him.
It's looking a little rough.
Good. Good.
Okay. Brings us to their turn. Oh wait, let's make a constitution.
There's one?
Concentration check. Yeah. zombies are going to. One of them is going to attack Elizabeth. That's a miss. One of them is going to move around and to punch him out of the trench. He's going to move on him and attack him. He's like, not again! That is a miss. And the Flaming Skull is going to Rose or Eyes.
Rose.
Okay, make a dexterity saving throw. Okay. Gator, if you knock over my table, I will be irritated and we will have unpleasant words. Take 6 points of fire damage. And whoa! Earthquake. Gator, you're being an unpleasant person right now. And it is going to make an attack against Elizabeth. Because maybe darts.
Elizabeth's not
12
gonna let
points
me
of
use them.
damage.
Ooh,
What?
ouch.
12 points of damage.
She's down to 11.
Yep.
She's down to 11.
Well, she's not even in the teens. We gotta take that guy out.
Concerted effort.
He's caused all the damage to us. Unfortunately, I can't hit him with the spear.
So that brings us to the top of the round.
Who's least? He's still blurry, right?
Yes.
So what you have that can't miss?
Who's the lead? Well, I've got to use the flaming missile. I mean, I'm
Magic missile.
But for the spear,
The one you've been chasing around.
where is he? Up here?
Yes.
We're gonna hit him.
Go ahead and roll 2d6. Okay, he takes 3 points of damage. I'm looking around trying to figure out what in the heck is hitting him.
He can't see a spear.
He's a zombie. He's not exactly the most intelligent creature out there.
We're going to level 2 missile against the head.
Okay, go ahead and roll damage.
That's 4, right?
Yep.
Oh no,
Gator,
No.
no, baby. No, Gator.
I can't see it. I'm up against him.
I've got my foot on his mouth.
Yeah.
I do not see the die.
Okay. There it is.
I call on it to keep
Thank you.
What are you thinking, Gator? It's like a caltrop.
I call.
Okay.
All I want to do is have him lose concentrate. Or die.
Okay. You send out these glowing arcane darts, and they smash into the front. The first one hits it right in the eye and blows out the back socket. The second one smashes it in the jaw and knocks the jaw clean off. The third one goes into the other eye, blows out the back. You can see like bone fragments and flame sticking out the back. It's just like, and then the last one hits it right under the upper mandible, and blows out through the back, almost completely intact, sending it crashing to the ground in a shattered heap.
Yes!
Yes.
He's dead.
Hallelujah.
Woo! We couldn't take too much more damage here.
Yeah, I couldn't. We had to get rid of that magic, the flaming sphere.
The flame sphere does wink out, by the way.
Yeah, I would hope so. No, one of the zombies picks it up and now directs it, right?
No.
So, the boy, Finnan and everybody want to go after those zombies?
I sure hope so.
Let's finish
All right.
this party.
So,
There's 3 left.
Finnan is going to stabby stab the zombie.
Knock him down, Finnan.
Whew. Hallelujah.
10 points of damage to the zombie. Victor is going to attack. Yes.
The zombies weren't giving us 400 points of damage per attack.
That is 12 points of damage to the zombie currently being attacked.
The 4th throw was after.
All right.
And Elizabeth's going to attack the same one. Victor kind of runs around here. Attacks it there. That's a hit. 10 points of damage there. That was looking rough. Like death's door.
All right.
And you're up.
So I think what I'm going to do is, I think I'm just going to flambe. Well, am I close enough to Warhammer or to Hugh, one of them?
What is your speed?
30. I got those boots.
Theoretically, yes, you could jump down into the channel with it and start hacking.
I'm going. Get a +5 attack bonus.
Oh, I thought she was going to go after that one.
She can't get there. There's now.
Okay, you want to go left or you want to go right?
Back to the zombie.
Well, let me-
Don't worry about it.
No, let me
No,
do
do you
that.
want to go to the zombie
I'll
that's
go
Finnan?
help
That's
Finnan, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
She can jump, too.
It doesn't matter. That's 10 feet wide right there. Attack the bottom.
18. Is that 16 or 18?
Yeah.
16. +5, so it's a 21.
That'll hit. Let him roll for damage.
And then I get to have
Are you doing this one-handed or two-handed?
two-handed.
Okay, so that's D10 plus Gator. Get your back off my shin.
Okay, D10 plus 1, right?
It's whatever your normal like damage bonus is
2.
plus 1.
Plus 1 plus 3. So it's D10 plus 3. Okay. 7 plus 3 is 10 points of damage.
Okay.
Against Phineas. Easy, buddy. Easy, buddy. Gator, how you going to back right out?
You can sit on my foot.
Ow!
Oh, he's on yours, too.
So,
You did not pick the best spot here. Okay. This zombie has been largely. Is this the unusual one, I think? No, it's not. Oh, no. I think I'm gonna kill it.
they didn't kill it?
I'm gonna kill it.
Oh, so I have to attack somebody else? Okay.
So this will
Put it down.
here.
Unless you want me to
That
go
one,
after the
that's
one
fine.
that
That's fine.
Victor and Elizabeth are after?
Right, it's the only one you can reach.
Victor and Elizabeth. Yeah, okay, so can I have the same
Yeah.
roll? Okay, thank you, because I kinda like that. So 10 points of damage against that one?
Yeah, and it climbs back to its feet.
Oh, and I can't do it from eight.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's going to.
It's now their turn to attack.
Oh, yeah.
Zombies,
Going to attack you.
of course.
Nope. It like swipes across the front of your armor. Oh, wait. Oh, shoot. What's your AC right now?
14?
A-
14.
AC, not UC.
Oh.
AC.
18.
Is that with the shield or without the shield?
It's 16 with the shield. Without the shield, excuse me.
Okay, that's it.
Okay.
You take 7 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay. And the other one is going to
Run more.
shuffle this way. Just kind of shuffling up on them.
Okay.
Actually, no, it's not on them.
Make it not 60, more than 60 feet away.
Really?
It's more than 60
It's
feet.
50 feet right now.
It's 60 feet exactly?
50 feet right now.
Oh, 50.
50.
Okay. Okay. I was just wanting to make sure I could do the sphere.
Well, the sphere. Where is the sphere right now?
It was over in that general area,
Yeah.
so it was already in that general area.
It doesn't really realize that the sphere is sentient or sentiently powered, so it's just kind of trying to get
Oh,
away from
get
the
around it.
hacking mass of slashing people.
Right.
And
So I'm going to hit it with the, I'm starting
Yep.
off. Hit it with the sphere.
2d6.
Sphere's down to like 4. And I've got to go, what, do 2 6s?
That's what I just said. Yep.
10.
Okay. Takes 10 points of fire damage. And who's
And I've
next?
got to follow up.
Yep.
And I'm going to use the firebolt.
Okay. Go ahead and make an attack. D20 plus 6.
21.
That hits. Go ahead and roll D10 for damage.
I'll roll 20.
Well, that's impossible on a D10. Gator, don't move.
That's an 8.
That's the 8.
This is the 10. Nope.
That's the 12.
Here's a 10.
But where's, I need to know where mine is.
Yeah.
This?
Yeah.
5.
Okay. 5 points of damage. To which one?
The same one.
Okay.
The other one's got 3 people around it. The only one that can hit that one is you.
Okay.
I'm going to jump in here and flambe the one that fell down.
Okay, you might want to back up a step for that.
Okay.
So just back out of melee range. Or go up or down. Stay in the trunk up.
Stay. No, to actually stay in the trench. You're right. That makes sense.
So you back up a couple steps to get out of instant claw range.
7.
Doesn't matter.
And this is D20.
Not nat 20, but it doesn't matter if it rolls higher than
Oh.
her.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have difficulty class for her spellcasting cases.
Should I get a plus on her 6?
She gets 14 for her difficulty class
Oh.
save, and it makes a dexterity saving throw against Sacred Flame. So, the terrible trio is going to start wailing on it.
Finnan is going to run this way.
That's an unforeseen situation.
He needs the dash action for his bonus action. And then he's going to fire at it with his bow. That's a hit for 8 points of damage. Okay. And
That guy.
this guy right here, when you've been pummeling with your thin spear. So then Victor and Elizabeth are both going to wail on the guy. Victor is knocked prone as he falls into the channel
Oops.
next to Zombie.
Oops.
As he tries to swing, his foot slips on the edge and his face plants right into the thing. Takes 4 points of bludgeoning damage and is knocked prone. Okay. Elizabeth is going to not offer the usual side of desperation. She's actually going to look quite concerned. As she whacks the zombie for 13 points of damage.
Yes.
It is not getting up.
Not getting
She decapitates it with a swing of her great axe.
Oh, what's that?
She sees it kind of turning to see what just fell into the channel, and she says, "Nope!" Wow.
Awesome.
And just whacks its head off.
And another one bites the dust.
Yes.
So we need that one to miss. Whatever he's going to do.
Does he have to move to make any attack or
Oh,
something?
he'd have to move to make any attack, yeah.
And this guy has not shown a lot of gumption.
He's going to...
To the hallway now.
Is he already in the hallway?
Hey,
Can I see him?
You have to move to see it.
Oh, okay.
So, top around, what do you want to do?
So that would be the move. Do I get movement, bonus action, and action? So let's move to where I can see him. Because I've got to be able to see him in order to hit him with the spear.
We'll say you can just see him over the
Spear.
narrow end of the thing.
Nine.
Okay.
And then we're going to hit him with a firebolt.
Okay, go ahead and roll.
Twelve.
12 hits. Go ahead and roll for damage. Same one as last time. Nope, yeah, right, almost the first time. Other one. Yep. Nope, yep.
8.
Okay. And you hit him square in the back with the firebolt, and he just pitches into a nosedive and just skids him along the floor, a la roll in Cell Block 13 style.
Okay.
Have you seen that movie?
No.
Good.
And he gets back up.
No.
Yay!
People will get up from getting brought in Cell Block 13.
So
We got like his face just sheared off by the
let's
stone
see,
pillar.
Yeah. Nasty, nasty.
how many points?
Alright,
Woohoo!
so
Congratulations, one and all. Whew.
300 XP apiece.
Oh, I like it. Yeah, that guy was big time, huh?
Oh, yeah.
6,100.
Flame skulls are
610.
challenge rating 4.
I'm still at 5730. What did I miss?
6730.
5730.
5730 was where I was. Are you guys all there?
And you add on 300.
Yeah, but that'll make me 6030, not 6010.
Oh, 6.
6010.
So 6,030.
30.
30.
Amen. We're inching closer by the second.
One more endeavor.
Well,
Golly.
it's just around the horizon.
We're going to take a quick rest. We're going to retreat back to our thing and take a...
Another short rest or long rest?
Well, we want to get to the point where, if we can, we go past the dawn.
Okay.
Yeah, because
Need everyone to take off another thing of their food and water.
I think I had 6 waters.
as
And
do I.
huh?
And I also have 6 waters
And
left.
I've got 9 that I'm carrying, I guess. Rations.
just checking because we can go upstairs for
Oh,
dinner.
wait a minute.
What?
I'm just checking the time because we go upstairs for dinner. 8:20, 8:30. Wait, then, but not before then, so I just check.
What's that?
I was just checking the time because we can right up dinner.
So what do we gain from this in terms of,
Full rest.
no, monetary in the room that we're in?
Look. Go ahead and roll an investigation check if you so desire.
Hey, what?
Investigation check if you so desire.
I so desire.
Okay.
And I didn't see anything. I'm a 3. Plus 2. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm 9.
Okay. Around here you find shattered eyeglasses on a chain. Looks at first to be gold, but it's actually copper. It's in glamour. And then Edra, you find a long hank of red braided hair.
Oh. Hey. Yeah, could have gone all day without finding that.
Anybody else find anything?
That didn't work.
Oh, okay.
Actually,
So-
Finnan did, so. Finnan finds a cracked potion vial that is empty. The label is peeling off, but he remembers it being a very common brand when he was a child.
Okay.
Okay,
So you retreat. Do you retreat all the way back to the donkeys, or do you retreat to the storeroom again?
Storm's fine, and that
Because you're
way.
planning on waiting until dawn. That's going to be part of the afternoon and most of the night.
So, but we don't want to get too far away from where we need to go next. Because
Does it matter if we want? Maybe we should
Let's
go back to the
the-
donkeys.
Just that is.
So we can recharge something if we need it.
He's dead.
That's
We're making lentil soup out of these things.
as a E. And so you regain anything
Everything.
used. Victor regains one of his superior dice. Superiority dice. So he's one. Here's something I keep forgetting to use. Action surge.
Well,
I'll remember. That's important, I hope. Fighting spears back up to 3 and 3. And as the dawn breaks, you're not really 100% aware of it, although you are slightly more aware due to the proximity of the cave mouth. Is there anything you guys want to do throughout the night?
no, because we don't have anything.
Real quick, and look at nations. Victor gets rid of his coin. Puts on the donkey. 20 plus 2 is 36 plus 1 is 37. And 12 is 11 is 3.
charge water
Um,
at this place?
not easy.
Okay, I was just questioning because all of a sudden I remembered that it might be helpful.
Oh, it might. But I don't really see how possible in this area. 62 less than 20 is 280.
Did we fall off the board? I don't see us.
The,
Oh, I'm looking in the wrong place. That's why I don't see us.
32 plus 36 is 18 electron pieces is 22. 12 is
You carried me up. I like 22 better than 9. These battles keep getting harder.
Oh, really? It's almost like someone planned it that way.
no. Could that possibly be the case?
Well, it's not as though I've gone up a level.
But that's how.
Okay. Oh yeah, I have ashes. 65. Sorry,
So you're actually fine. No problems in here.
Okay. I think that's everything there. Alright. So, I'm gonna just assume that we send Finnan up for what we needed off the donkeys,
Makes sense.
and everyone else stay down.
Okay, that makes sense.
Or whoever made the good, whoever's the best athletics went up to get stuff. Is Elizabeth and Victor went up and got the stuff.
Just
Yeah.
curious. Oh, it's a 40. I'm just curious to see whether or not I can. 16. Dexterity plus 2, or is it athletics?
Athletics. Yeah, you can make it.
Care me.
Do you want to
She
try?
could just
Or
jump
do you
on.
want?
I have nothing to, I'm carrying what I need because
Okay,
I
then
can
we're
carry
fine.
1,000.
Just,
Alright.
If I want
do we want more water off of the
Can I get more? I'm carrying most of my
Oh, okay.
truck because I
She's got
can.
the boots of starting and spring.
Right.
She is her own pack mule
Right.
practically at this point. Alright. Alright. Do you guys want an encounter? Or do you want to move on?
Want what?
An encounter or move on? First thing in the morning to brighten us up.
Well, we've got to explore the place. We've got to clear out.
True. So, shall we just move on?
Yeah.
We've got to
Okay.
clear out. We go someplace we haven't been.
Okay. So, where do we want to go now?
We're in the pits. You said we haven't done this.
Not fully
We
explored,
finished
no.
it.
And we haven't done area 6, area 11, area 13,
Where
14,
is 6?
15, or 16. 6 is between 3 and 9. So we have not done 2, 6, 13, 14, 15, 12, 11,
Here?
or 16.
Is that 6?
Yeah.
And we haven't done this stuff.
Anything over there.
And one of these.
Okay. 11
Is
and 18.
11.
18. Yep. Or 17. We haven't done anything from out here
Right.
over here to this.
And we haven't finished.
Correct. So we
Finish
want
it since it's there, or?
to go left and go into the tunnel, go right into the tunnel.
Let's go left this time.
Okay. So you come out into that passageway, you go left or right.
Where are we now?
I'm just going to use one
Or
of you.
somebody, yeah.
I'm just going to use Edgar and yeah, I use that. And so you're here. Come out, so you go left right.
Left and then right.
Okay. Left or right.
We're gonna go straight.
Okay. Well, I have this before.
We've been here
Oh,
before.
look. You're in the same pool.
Yeah, right, we've been here before.
Oh, I thought that was one that he said we didn't. Oh, that's
No,
good.
we
Yeah.
haven't finished up here.
Okay, I'm sorry. Let's go back.
You go back. You go left or center. Left or straight.
I'm trying to figure out since I've got a map.
Well, you don't technically have a map.
Okay, so let's go left.
Okay. You go left or right.
Right and left.
Okay.
Have we done 2?
That's what we're doing right now. So, as you do this, I need everyone to make a perception check.
A what?
Perception check.
Not in natural.
No, it's alright. You notice the oozing mass is starting to...
21.
Yeah, you both notice the oozing mass beginning to bulge around a corner towards you as you're at the back, right?
Yeah.
Alright. Roll initiative.
From behind us?
Yeah.
Oh,
As you enter in here, it kind of oozes around the corner from there.
18. How unusual for me.
5.
Okay. We get the initiative drop on it, and let's go first. You want to go first? Do you want to go first? Do you want the title to go first?
I'm gonna go first with. I don't even know what. Can we do a perception and know what it is?
Go ahead and roll a history check.
You better get it.
18.
You got it.
Yep, you've heard tale of these amoeboid pseudopods known as ochre jellies, collectively.
Ooh, I have heard of that.
Yeah. It's a jelly-like organism, entity that extends a pseudopod out of its body to smite its opponents and secretes an acidic substance to aid digestion as it attempts to envelop its prey.
Not nice. I'm going to imagine that it might be rather unpleasant for it to be burned.
I was thinking of doing the. I'll use one of my. That's a level 2, isn't it?
I don't know. I don't know what
The
you're wanting
sphere.
versus the sphere.
So I'm trying to decide whether that or a flaming something.
Well, if you put the sphere up, you can hit him and then do something else also.
Well, once I've got it, yeah. Okay, so we're going to do the flaming sphere into it.
Okay.
Tell us to
So it attempts to make a dexterity saving throw. But the thing that Uzi is just not very fast, so you smack this the sphere right up next to it. And deal...
Seven.
Okay.
Well, this is like the blob thing when I shoot through the streets. But probably is.
Okay. Who wants to go next?
I'll go next. I'll try some more heat on it.
What are you gonna do?
I think I'm gonna do flambe.
Okay. That's a hit on your part. Go ahead and roll d8 for damage.
6.
To figure out what a bludgeoning type weapon can do against these.
Okay.
Cut off a paw or something.
We'll find out.
I'm going to use... It is a large entity. So I'm just going to put this here. It's not actually that big, but it's like...
It's 20
It's
yards.
large. It's at least 10 to 12 feet tall. Like, and it's like a... Yeah, we can use one of those.
Cool.
We'll go down. So right here. We're going to just go ahead and assume for the sake of everything that the party's right here. Those keys are a little bit too difficult to work with.
Yeah,
for me right now.
but they were to position, we don't have to move them.
Yeah.
We didn't see us, tell us where we are. Okay.
You guys are all just going to bunch you up over here. I don't care really who's who at this point. You're just all in this tunnel area.
Okay.
You don't have to be funny.
Something like that. So, Victor is going to attempt to slash it. That's a hit. And so he slices at it. And it divides into about 6 feet tall.
It divides. Goes through them.
So kind of
That's what I was afraid of.
pops apart, and there's 2 of them now.
Do they each have how much damage do each of them have?
They don't. It doesn't appear to be damaged by it.
No,
Right.
don't
It
know
doesn't
that.
appear to be damaged by it
There was no damage
at all.
dealt on that
There
one.
appears to have been no effect whatsoever aside from the divide.
no, I'm talking about when I hit it earlier. It suffered damage.
Yeah.
How does that affect the 2 divided ones?
They.
Do they each have the same that we dealt them, or does just one of them take it with him?
Hang on. You dealt damage to it, and then when Victor slashed it, it divided in half. So it was damaged, and then divided.
So,
Elizabeth is gonna look at that and go, "Oh, huh." And she's going to pull out a javelin.
okay.
She's like, "What are you doing?" She's like, "I've got a theory. Hold on."
Don't want to make it anymore. But it got smaller.
We did.
Cut it up enough that it goes to infinity and dies.
So she deals 11 points of piercing damage to the ogre jelly on the left.
Does it carry the same damage that was it initially dealt?
Yeah.
So they both halves have exactly the same amount of damage that we originally inflicted on them?
Plus there's 11 on the one.
Wait.
I'm not 100% sure on the chain of question.
So when we inflicted 13 total points of damage between him and me on the original, when it split, does each one still have 13 points of damage?
No.
How many points
One
does he
have
have?
13. One
It
have
doesn't
0?
work like that. It
Okay.
divides the HP current in half.
So now each one of them had half of 13, essentially.
Ish.
Yes, okay. That's what we were trying to figure out here.
So we
So
said
we got
6.
6-ish.
Ish.
And one has 17-ish.
Ish. And the ochre jellies are a little slippery in that regard. Pun intended.
Yes.
Fenton is going to charge at it. Ish. He's kind of stuck against the wall by one of them by it dividing. He's like, oh my gosh! So he's going to stab at it. 5 points of piercing damage.
Left or right?
The one on the right.
Okay. Piercing damage.
That's the only thing you can do.
It's all he's got. He's
Burn.
got.
Right, that's right. But at least he has the option.
So,
Is that everybody?
that brings us to the Ocarina's turn. One of them is going to attempt to smack Fenton because it's right there. That was a miss. The other one is going to attempt to smack Vector. Huh. He's going to punch the wall with a pseudopod. Just going to wonk and hit the wall. And deal 5 points of bludgeoning damage to the one on the left. And that stopped the round.
Roll it into the one, if the one on the left's got more damage, right?
Okay, go ahead and roll damage for that.
How far apart are they?
Not far.
So could it run into
I
both
can only
of
get
them?
You can
one
only
when
ram
I'm
one
on
creature.
Oh,
first,
wait.
and then
So
go
there's
with
10
that.
points of damage.
How many?
10.
Okay, so it takes 5 points of damage. Yeah. Somehow managed to cavity itself a little bit as you try to ram it, and it doesn't take as much damage as you thought it was going to. So,
And then I've got a firebolt again.
good. Roll attack.
Is that nat 20 or what's
20
your
total.
Nat 20.
Nat 20, okay. Go ahead and roll 2d10. That's
That's
12.
with the 10. That's with the 10.
That's the 8.
Right here. This is zero on the top. Alright.
If you're having issues with your rolling, I'd suggest using your container as a shaker cup. I was going to suggest if you're having issues with your rolling, that might help.
Whoop.
Why not?
Enthusiastic.
Okay.
Left.
And that destroys it. It just burns and fiddles into a little puzzle. Like, fiddles into a puzzle. It fizzles into a little puddle.
Wonderful. And now, is it my turn?
It is.
Okay, I'm going to,
Gator, if you don't stop pushing on my toes, I'm going to push back.
I am going to flambe Mr. Right.
It does not make it save. Go ahead and roll damage. Okay. You shoot this beam out and just... And if it had eyes, you could sense that it was looking at you. A pseudopod just kind of oozes in your direction. Fenton is going to stab at the one next to him. And he is going to use his grip on his weapon.
Oh no!
Going to stab at it, and it's just going to be like, yeah. Okay.
Can I give him my broadsword to use?
It's,
You don't want to cut him.
No, he can cut it.
that is not piercing damage.
Okay.
And it was Victor's longsword that divided them last time.
No, I was trying to figure out if we could use it different ways.
No.
Okay.
Alright. Elizabeth is going to poke it with the javelin. That's a hit, 5 points of damage there. Victor's gonna be like, well, and slash it again.
No!
That's a hit. It divides.
How many, does he not have a bow or anything like that?
He has a bow. He's in melee distance.
Oh, that's true, he's got nothing else he can do, right?
He can stab with an arrow.
Improvised weapon.
Is that disadvantage?
Well, it's an improvised weapon attack. It's not going to be anywhere near as effective.
And then dividing it?
Well, they're smaller.
They are smaller, so how
They're
big are
now
they?
small. They're like 4 feet tall.
Okay,
And puddles of ooze.
okay.
And that's going to bring us to their round.
Yes.
And one of the attack cunning. 3 points of bludgeoning damage. And you can see the splash of acid like burn almost starting across his face. He's like, ow! What did I say it was? 6?
So 3 points.
Okay. 3 bludgeoning, so that's 5 points of damage total. Okay. And the other one is going to attack Elizabeth. And it's going to miss.
Right, point him, Ron. Yeah.
You're gonna roll it, and neither one of them have more damage than the other.
Nope.
But they both got damage, so I'm gonna
They're
roll
smaller.
to the right one.
Okay, go ahead and roll 2d6 fire damage.
8.
Nice.
Okay. It's 8 fire damage. It's looking pretty rough.
And we're gonna firebolt.
Here, stop it. Go ahead and roll attack.
Plus 6 is 8. Don't I have a plus on?
On your attack roll? Yes.
Yeah.
Go ahead
So
and
it's
roll
8.
d10 for damage.
Yes.
A D10,
Yep.
which is
Same
this
one you roll the whole time for the attacks. Yep.
10.
And that finishes off the other half of the group we're done.
All right, so now we have Elle to finish up here.
Huh?
You who?
Nope, they're dead.
They're both dead?
Yeah.
Yay!
The Flaming Sphere finished the first one.
Oh, right.
And then the other one got finished off by Bella.
All right. Well, that was an intriguing little encounter.
Yeah.
So
Everyone
what do
takes
we get
90
for it?
XP.
Oh, I
Each?
like it.
Yeah.
So that makes it 6120.
Yowza.
But afterwards, Elizabeth kind of looks over at Victor and is like, what were you doing?
Yeah,
Figure out
really.
that poking was what was going to hurt it. And he's like, maybe if we made it small enough we could step on it.
There's some good logic there. Obviously, when they got smaller, they were quicker to kill. So
There
that
you
was
go.
a good technique.
Let's get these guys off the board.
6120.
Yeah.
So that's all. Okay.
Would it be possible to get
So, as you proceed further, where do you want to go next?
We haven't been to 6, is that right?
Yes, alright. Let's we will break for dinner right here.
Break for dinner.
And then we'll be back as we prepare to investigate the next area.
I can get to the camera easy. I've got a dog on my foot. Oh,
Alright, welcome back. Just took a quick break for dinner and a long rest for our party at the wizard's request. So, with our spell slots, superiority dice, fighting spirit points, hit dice, everything renewed and restored, we set out again and decided to tackle the next door right here. So, as you enter, the cat meows at you again. Anyone want to go for a perception check?
Seven. No. 11.
Okay.
16.
Okay, both of you hear faint crunching and splintering sounds inside.
Oh no.
So, as you walk in, old stone bunks and orderly rows line the walls of this chamber, and a corroded iron brazier full of old coals is standing in the middle of the room. The bones of half a dozen dwarves and orcs lie strewn about, clad in scraps of armor. 3 gray, hunched figures squat among the remains, pawing at the scraps and gnawing on the bones.
3 what?
Gray, hunched figures.
Oh.
There are 3 ghouls.
Oh, here we go.
I'm going to need everyone.
We've never fought ghouls.
Yes, we have.
Yes, we
Yes,
did.
we have.
Oh.
Yesterday.
Yep.
Serious hit points.
Go ahead and roll for initiative.
To do them in. No, it's the white dispatcher suit.
Oh, wait.
Oh, that would have been
4.
12.
Okay. On the general whole, we beat the ghouls to the initiative. Who wants to go first?
So we go first?
Yes,
This
that's what I just said.
How many?
3 of them.
I'll go with Flaming Spear.
Okay. So
Are they
for
bunch?
reference, first one in walks in. Elizabeth walks in behind him. Everyone else is in the doorway when the initiative is rolled. The ghouls are here, here, and here.
So they're not bunched up, but I'll throw it to hidden.
Okay.
So,
Which one you want to hit?
one in the corner.
Okay. Go ahead and roll 2d6 damage.
4, 9.
Okay, takes 4 points of damage.
Oh, and I'm gonna put armor on. Or major.
You already did that at the beginning of your. At the end of your. I'm gonna say that you do that at the end of your long rest before venturing out into these things.
So that takes one of my staff points, though, right?
Yes. Just not.
One charge off the staff of defense. Don't forget, you also have the spider staff, which has
Poison stuff. I couldn't.
well, spider staff. Deals 1 extra d6 poison damage on a hit. It has 10 charges. And you can cast Spider Climb for 1 charge, or Web for 2 charges. And it regains 1d6 plus 4 expended charges each day of down, yada yada.
So for 2, I get to envelope something in a web,
Yes.
and for 1, I get to poison.
No.
For one of them,
One.
I get to hit
Spider
Climb.
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 Spider
spider
Climb.
climb.
You can climb like a
I
spider
can
up a
climb?
wall
It
across the ceiling.
is
Oh,
Which is very unusual for you.
a concentration spell up to 1 hour. One willing creature you touch gains the ability to move up, down, and across vertical surfaces and upside down on ceilings while leaving its hand free. It gains a climbing speed equal to its walking speed. That could be you, that could be anyone in the party who wants to gain that ability.
okay, so that's it for me.
Okay?
We're gonna let the warriors go.
Sure. Why not? Well,
Or not.
I don't know that you could have cast better. Shoot. Playing sphere at the moment, unless you're a little further up.
Oh,
You couldn't
so
have
I
cast
couldn't hit him?
Well, you couldn't necessarily have hit the one
How big are those squares though?
10 feet.
So one person occupies,
2 people can occupy a space theoretically, because it's 10 feet,
yeah.
but not necessarily in the doorway, so you wouldn't have been able to see into the room beyond a straight line from the door, so you wouldn't be able to see the one in
Oh,
front
then
of
how about that one?
others. Okay.
He
And
gets 4 points in stab.
yeah. Victor's going to hit for 10 points of slashing damage.
Same guy or
Same
different?
guy. And Elizabeth is going to attack the same one. That's why. Really hits. 15 points of damage. Rules hurt.
Good.
He's probably angry.
Venom is going to run in through the door, all the way over here, tuck himself into the corner.
And take a shot with his bow at the same one. That is a hit. 10 points of damage.
Ooh.
Dropping the ghoul. As the flaming sphere burns it across the back, Victor stabs it in the chest. Elizabeth hacks it between neck and shoulder, and then an arrow just goes sticking out of its ear. And that removes the ghoul from K.
So am I in? I'm in, right?
No, you're not. That's
Not in.
Victor, Elizabeth, and Finn.
Okay.
And Ronger's in the doorway behind, so you can't.
I'm in the doorway?
Well, you're just behind the doorway where Finn
I'm
was.
right here, right?
Right, in my way.
Yep.
And you're here. So
You're technically you're right here. This is the 10 foot square. You're right behind Finn in the doorway.
Mm.
And I'm right behind you.
You're right there.
So she can jump over this.
Oh, I have
Doors are
seen
the doors are dwarven manufacturers.
this. Yes, I can't
run.
jump over
You
much.
can't do that.
So can I move into the space, or is it
Let me
blocking my
double
way?
check movement
So
here.
those I'll hold my action.
Well, they're 10 feet wide squares.
I'm just
Doesn't
talking
matter.
about you're in my
Door's
way.
5 feet.
Oh,
You can move through a non-hostile creature space. Okay. You can't willingly end your move against space, so yes. If you have a 30-foot
I
speed,
do.
so you can be just to Elizabeth's left, because she's like right.
Yes. Oh, wait.
You're in the same square technically because it's a 10-foot square, but you're like right next to Elizabeth.
How close am I to one of them? Close enough to melee distance or not?
You're at least 20 or 30 feet away from one of them.
Okay, so then I'm going to magic missile. What's wrong?
I have the hiccups.
Oh, I thought you were like,
and you don't have to use the highest level that you have for any of this is all the time.
no, it depends on how many I throw, right? So I'm going to throw 2 of them at the guy that is.
So that would be a second level magic missile. That's 4. So you're spending 2 charges from
I'm
one.
spending 2 charges from the wand.
Okay, so it's 4d4 plus 4.
4d4 plus 4. Come on, baby.
Dogs, not cats. Maybe you have pets in this house.
Woo!
Okay, good. 12.
Okay. Which one are you aiming at?
The one to my left there's marginally closer-ish. If I'm facing it, it's the one to there's one to the right and there's one to the left.
Okay. It's been hurt, but it's not there.
No.
Now it's up to what you guys have done.
They just did. So now it's up to the ghouls.
Move to where I can see it.
There you go.
Okay. First one is going to make a claw attack against Victor. It swipes forward, snarling and hissing. And Victor just kind of ducks behind his shield and manages to evade the attack. The second one is going to also make a claw attack against Elizabeth. And she just smashes the flat of her axe blade with its claws and swipes toward her. And it does not hit her either. So, that brings us to the top of the round. Who wants to go first?
Well, I'll take the spear and hit the guy that moved in front of me.
Okay. Go ahead and roll 2d6 or
Four. 5.
okay, takes 2 points of damage.
And we're going to hit him with a firebolt.
Okay, that flew.
Go ahead and make an attack roll.
19 plus 6.
Okay.
I think that's it.
A10. That's a hit. Go ahead and make your damage roll.
That's an 8. That's an 8. Oh, it's an 8.
Oops.
Points of fire damage. Okay, you smack it. You extend your hand and cast the mote of fire and hits it right in the chest. It goes hurt, but not particularly damaged.
But with the other stuff,
It's all cumulative.
Yes, yes.
You want to go first, or you want to?
Am I close up to Hugh now?
One of them, yes.
I want Hugh.
All right.
Eleven plus 5 is 16.
That's a hit.
Okay. I did not have down what I rolled for damage on this one.
D8 or D10 if you're running 2.
I'm running two-handed.
does
No, I'm
lower
not.
your AC
I'm
by
not.
2.
Yeah, I'm not because I'm going into the better, so it's D8.
Plus whatever your normal attack is, plus 1. And that's plus 1 to both attack and damage. So it's a magic weapon.
So my it is maybe 3 because I had normally had a 2. 7.
10.
the reason that I used the firebolt is I couldn't get to any of them before there. There's all these people in front of me. I should have really talked about that.
Yeah.
Alright. And that brings us to the terrible trio.
Round.
Finn is going to fire an arrow. That just barely hits. 9 points of damage there. And they're just all just like swarming one.
Makes
and
sense.
then moving on to the next
Yeah,
one.
yeah.
With ghouls especially is very useful. Just go swap, swap, swap. Like localized swarming of one opponent and just beating it into the dirt and then moving on to the next one, taking attacks if necessary from the other ones as you just chip away each one individually.
Are you close enough now to be able to use that spider staff?
I can't touch, I'm not melee distance.
So Spider Staff as a web cast
Oh.
is a ranged attack.
I could do that.
And then if you were to walk up behind one of the other willing creatures and touch them, you could cast Spider Climb out of the staff. Web is 2 charges, Spider Climb is 1, and Spider Climb lasts for an hour. And so that is good on the ammo count. Victor's going to static, slash it, which will hit. 10 points of damage, downing it. So he just whacks his head off from one side. And then Elizabeth kind of runs around in front of him and attacks the final ghoul. Can you take one of the ghoul figurines off? The one closest to you, Mom? Thanks. That will hit. 6 points of damage to the final ghoul. And that brings us to the ghouls. It is clearly realized it is overmatched, but the hunger has completely overwhelmed its reason. What will happen? It's going to attack Victor and miss.
Yes.
He just bats its claw into his shield as it charges in and slashes in his face.
Victor remembers what that felt like.
He's like,
no!
no!
Yeah.
Am I able to roll the sphere into him?
Yes, you can.
So let's roll that
How about let's have you move into
Yeah.
the room first.
in. But you've got it blocked.
So you can
You
move
can
through
walk
the space of a
past him,
non-hostile
Because
creature.
it's 10 feet.
As long as they're friends, you can move past them.
There.
Okay.
And 2 d6s.
Huh.
Eight.
Okay, takes 8 points of damage. And that burns. That burns. Like a burning thing, it burns.
Good.
Does that make sense?
No.
No, it's burning.
Okay. And then we're going to,
Can you touch him with that?
I can hit him
Spider?
with the staff.
You can. Let me recheck the rules on dual wielding real fast here. But I think 2 weapon fighting, attack action. Does the staff count as a light melee weapon?
I don't know, you've been having me use it twice.
Double check here.
The sword.
It's versatile. So I'm not sure that that was entirely 100% legal. I don't 100% know right now. I'm checking it. Light weapon.
You said it could be used one-handed or 2.
Yeah. So the specificity regarding the dual weapon fighting is that it has to be a light weapon.
Is it in the light weapon?
Stabs are versatile.
That means
As
it can be
opposed to
either.
light.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Okay, so I can use one or the other.
Clubs are light. Hand axes are light. Light hammers are light.
Hitting with the
Daggers are light.
hitting with the spider staff,
Okay.
does that inflict poison as well as working?
If you hit, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely want to see what that
It is
does.
D6 bludgeoning plus D6 poison.
Oh, yeah.
So
Make the roll.
Let me double check something real fast here.
and I have proficiency with staff, and that's +2, right?
To your attack roll, yes.
I probably didn't hit. I got an 11.
+2? Or
No.
just straight down? The rule just kind of avoids the
See.
attack.
Contemptuously stepped back and looked at me.
Something like that.
I would be contemptuous of someone missing with a 4 or 5 foot staff.
Okay. So, with that, it comes to either the Terrible Trio or Edward.
Go with the trio because I'm gonna wait and see whether I double heft it or single heft it. If I can finish him off,
So,
potentially,
Victor is going to attack.
they may finish him off before I
Hit for 9. Enemy fires. 9.
Ooh, he's getting close to Terminatus.
Looking for your up.
Yes.
It's not looking good.
Come on, Elizabeth. Elizabeth, finish him off.
That's a hit for 6. Not quite dead, but
Okay.
it's close.
Then I am going to heal him because I should be able to, hopefully, if I hit, finish him off.
Okay.
So I'm going to heal him for one-handed.
One hand.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Go for the attack.
13 plus
That
5,
hits.
okay. Damage is- No, 6.
D8 if you're
Yeah.
using one hand. D10 if you're using one hand.
Yep. 6 plus 3, 9.
That's I'm assuming you want to decapitate him.
Oh, yes.
You
Shoot his
swing
head.
through and just lop its head clean off.
3 down and 0 to go.
Right. 120 XP apiece.
Woo-hoo-hoo. 6240. We're closing in on that magic number.
Almost halfway there.
Almost halfway there.
Halfway to what?
6,500.
From 6,000.
6,500 is what we're aiming for, right?
We
Yes.
said almost halfway there. We're only 260 away. Right?
But
We're over
from
halfway.
6,000,
Oh.
from 6,000 to 60.
We are over halfway there.
Yeah, we are definitely,
We're in the home stretch.
we are staring down 6,500 with, it's in view.
We've been to 7 or no?
Yes, that's our hiding hole. And we were in, it's the place of safety.
Right. Where we stayed and hunkered down for
Oh,
one
that's
night.
the stage for hunkering.
Okay.
We've got to go through a couple of places we've already been in
So,
order to get anywhere.
well, yeah.
So if we go,
Victor and Elizabeth are remembering are like, wait a minute, remember that door when we were going to the Nesnod?
Yeah.
Elizabeth's like, I don't know.
Yeah, really.
Victor just kind of pats her on the shoulder and is like, yeah, that place, right outside the pool, there's a door we
Yeah.
didn't go into.
Yeah.
Wanna go check that out?
where's
Yeah,
the
sounds
pool?
good.
On the left. The place we went to earlier already, yep.
Yep, that
So
sounds
you
like a
guys-
great go.
So you go up
We'll come around this way.
through the labyrinth,
Cool.
And then we go out here.
and up the stairs to there.
And then that takes us to 11.
I want to make a perception check.
$17. That's
14 plus
4, so 21 for me.
plus 3 is 17.
You both hear gruff voices speaking Goblin. Do either of you speak Goblin?
No.
Well, then Dad,
Just a second.
around here you can understand them. Complaining about how
I
hungry,
speak Goblin.
complaining about how hungry they are.
Oh.
You recognize the timber as probably something like a bugbear or a hobgoblin. Victor boots the door.
Of course.
Victor's what?
He boots the door.
Let's go. He dives into the pool, he boots the door, just like,
Yep.
man.
Across the room is another old stone bunks line the wall of this barracks, which is lit and heated by a glowing iron brazier in the middle of the room. Across the room is another door, this one blocked by a barricade made from the remains of a wooden table.
And
And
we
how
have
many are in
numbers of
there?
anybody?
5 bugbears. Kind of turn around in
Oh.
surprise. They've been huddled around the brazier. Oh, you guys look at the big one while I look at the little one. Long look.
What's that? Look at the big one.
Big nap.
Yeah.
So they're all huddled in like the center. It's a 50-foot wide room. You can see the center thing, the little dark thing in the middle.
Yep, I
Where
see
that's a
it.
brazier.
Okay, and
They're
they're
all-
all basically right there?
Kind of huddled around there.
Neat.
Right targets for a flaming sphere.
Yes, I'm looking
right on
very
the
much.
brazier. So Victor just charges straight ahead. Liz was right behind him. Finnan runs towards the bunk on the left to kind of hunker down behind you a little bit. And yeah, that's a terrible trio.
There they go, in.
So Victor and Elizabeth are online running straight at the brazier. The 2 bugbears. There's like 5 there's like one with his back to you, and then wait, there's 4 cardinal sides? Yeah, there's 2 on the opposite side, and then 1 on each of the other cardinal sides. So on the east side there's 2, and then there's 1 on the north, west, and south sides.
But they're all around the bridge.
Yes, they're all around the brazier, but with regards to general placement, there's 2 opposite the brazier. There's 1 back to you, there's 1 with his left side facing, there's 1 with his right side facing. They're all facing into the brazier. The one with his back to you is kind of turning around as Victor boots the door.
Well, I couldn't bring along the sphere with me. So
Well, hang on a
I
second.
don't see why not, it was,
What's the average walking speed? 30 feet. How many rounds do you have left on it?
6.
6, so that's about 36 seconds is 3 feet per 6 seconds, so walk out 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 120, 40, 60, 80, 200, 210, 20, 230, 260, 270, 290, 200.
Actually, I don't want to have it along because I need to be able to put it as
Yeah.
a
Oh, yeah, right,
So-
right.
Yeah, it probably would have winked out anyway by that
Yeah.
point. Because 306 rounds, so it's 30 feet.
May I go first so I
Yeah,
don't burn
yeah.
anybody else?
Fine.
And do we go first or do they?
Roll for initiative.
Do we have a, no, I'm just curious.
No, I'm serious.
roll
I forgot
high.
to roll. I forgot to roll for initiative. So
12.
2, 1,
9.
6.
But we didn't have surprise on them coming.
but why not?
You're right. You probably do have a surprise, but for initiative for the next round, we'll need to know. We get a surprise round because we burst on them like that. 1, 10, 14, 11. Okay. In general, they get the high round.
Okay. That's
So we get a surprise round, then it's them, us, them, us, them, us.
Okay.
them.
So I'm going to take, put the spear
Uh-huh.
right
Right
on
on the
top of the
brazier.
brazier so it hits all of them.
You hear yells of surprise and anger in the goblin as this ball of fire suddenly materializes in their smoking brazier.
6.
Most of them do not make out of the way. One back to you does manage to duck out of the way.
for half of what?
So how much was it?
It was 6.
6. Okay, so the first one takes 3, and the rest takes 6.
That's the most damage I've dealt to a group in.
Yeah, that's good.
Wait till you get fireball.
Hmm?
Wait till you get fireball.
Wait, I would have taken out the whole group.
Pretty much. Could have come close. I won't say you would have 100% knocked him out. Okay. Okay, and
That said, I
Oh.
this is the initial.
yeah, okay. What's your next?
I'm behind Reindeer, so in order to
You want to move in?
as my action.
Movement, action, bonus action. For the surprise round, you get to move up to your full movement. You can move past Roger because he's a non-hostile creature. So,
Oh,
Yeah.
move in, or you want to wait for the terrible trio to take their
Let the terrible trio go, but I'm gonna.
Okay. Brennan is going to pull out his short bow again. That's a hit for 6 points of damage. He's alright.
On the. I'm gonna take 3 or on one of the other ones.
One of the other ones. The one on the north side. It's sort of its back side.
You said 6 points of damage?
Yes.
so he's got 12 points of damage.
Yes. Victor is going to charge the one with its back to the currently. On the one that they made it save. On the west side, yes. West side, sorry. 5 points of damage. Wait, no. Okay, that was a 19. That's
And these are all bugbears?
yes.
Oh, they're 100 points.
You ain't just whacking your guns, sweetheart.
Yeah.
I said, you ain't just whacking your guns, sweetheart. You guys are tough. Right. Elizabeth's going to take a hack at the back of the one that is back to her.
East or north? No. East or
West side man. For 11 points of damage.
Oh,
Yes.
there's 3.
Alright, and you're going to...
Phew.
Did you get that far?
To the first one?
Or
Mr. West?
Oh, yeah, you got it. That's only 20 feet in the door. Ish.
Is it too far?
We'll say that part of his save was like he backed up to get away from the sphere. So, yeah. Barely.
Ooh, probably miss. 5 plus 6 is 11.
Yeah. It just shears a piece of the hide armor. And just like shaves across the unshaved hide.
Toe shape.
Alright, that'll bring us to their turn. You guys get... Okay. One going to turn around and take a swing at Victor. Just hits. 11 points of damage to Victor. Bludgeoning. So it smacks him across the face. And you can see like blood start running down his nose.
Yeah.
The next one is going to turn around and see, kind of feel the arrow in its back and just go, mistake. And take a run at him and say, I grabbed the trip! No. It's going to hit for 11 points of damage on Finnan. across the side of the face. You can see like a spray of blood out of his mouth as he goes to the side. The third one on that side is going to charge Elizabeth. And miss. And then the last two are going to back up from the brazier about 5 or 10 feet and pull javelins out
Ooh.
and aim them at you to because they have not learned to pounce, swarm, and pummel. But that is 5 points of piercing damage, as a javelin just skewers part of your neck. It's like not like a complete impalement, but it's like yeah.
Flesh wound.
Yeah. Alright, the next one's going to attack you. And the javelin just whoosh, whizzes over your head and shatters against the wall. You recognize what it's saying, but you're not going to repeat it. It's cursing and it's ill luck. You've got quite fluent.
So I taunted in bugbearish.
Goblin.
Goblin. I'm not going to do that.
You're welcome to make the attempt. Alright, that brings us to the top of our rounds.
Who's most damaged?
One on the west side. One
I'm going to
closest
throw
to
the fire sphere at him.
Okay. 2d6. Want to borrow an extra d6? Can you just spare around here? Fireball spell.
7.
Okay. That is 7 points of fire damage to our friend the bugbear on the west side.
And then anybody within reach?
Well,
To hit him with the
yeah, if you wanted to. Where are you in relation to the north side bunk? Or, you know what, let's make it easy. Where are you in relation to the door?
I think that you had me move into the door. Or was
How
that the
far inside did you want to go?
just inside.
Okay. So you could theoretically move around to your right and attack the south side bugbear.
Yeah, if I hit him with the web, what is that
On a success, he's restrained, I
for?
think. Let me double check the web spell. Web. You conjure a mass of thick, sticky webbing at a point of your choice within range. The webs fill a 20-foot cube from that point for the duration. The webs are difficult terrain and widely obscured area. It is a concentration spell, so you can't have flaming sphere and web up at the same time, but when you run out of flaming spheres, you can theoretically conjure web as an entangling mass.
That's good. But if you whack them with the
If you hit him with the staff,
now, you
then
can-
that's
I'm gonna
d6,
hit him
bludgeoning
with,
d6.
and I'm only allowed to use one. I'm going to hit him with the staff.
Okay. Do you want to hold both of them and just hit him with one, or do you want to put one down and attack with
I
both
don't want
hands?
to put down.
Okay. We'll double check something real fast here. Yeah. Because it would be a d8 bludgeoning if you put one down.
And what is it about?
Is it a whole action to pick up the staff?
I'll say you could do a bonus action to pick up or drop that.
Okay, I'll do that.
You're going to put the staff of defense down? You sure?
No, I don't
Okay,
want to.
okay, that's fine. I'm
Not
just...
the staff of defense. That's the
Okay.
one that if somebody goes after me.
Yeah, so
I
you're just going to
have
hang on to both of them and just whack him
Yeah.
with one, like Rafiki.
So what am I doing? First
Roll
with
an
this.
attack. Proficiency bonus. D6.
17.
Hits. Roll 2d6.
Yeah.
Here, I'll give you one of the red ones.
Oh, my ear.
4. 9.
Okay. So,
And then
next time you want to make the spider attack, there's an extra dice for your poison.
Well, that's the same thing if I'm making.
Yes, but it speeds up the process if you put the 2d6 and the d20 in the cup at the same time and you shake them out, then it's resolve the attack, deal the damage at the same time. So that was how much?
9.
9 total? Alright.
Was
So the
there any
bugbear
poisoning?
takes south side bugbear. So far been undamaged save for the
Original?
thing with the flaming sphere that he failed. Takes 9 points of total damage.
Oh, it's 9 total? I thought it was 9 bludgeoning and 9
2 poison.
poison.
I'm sorry, it's 1d6 bludgeoning, 1d6 poison
Oh,
with
okay,
that.
okay. I didn't know what I was doing.
So next.
Take the terrible trio out.
Alright, sounds good. Which I'll sure would like to go. We're going to Fennin Pokey Pokey. Bugbear that attacked him is going to hit
Good.
and deal 6 points of damage to the north side bugbear. Victor and Elizabeth are going to swamp the one that they've attacked and hit him with their attacks. Oh, that's a miss. It's the wrong dice.
Is that what was missed?
That's a it's just barely a hit. Yep, just barely a hit. 6 points of damage to the west side bugbear. Like you're talking about street gangs here. The west side bugbears.
Okay. I am going to hew the west side bugbear.
Alright.
17.
Okay.
And D8.
Yep. Plus
5.
okay. 5's better than nothing. You've hurt him. You've hacked him bad.
It's not in that one.
Not
This
that
is
one.
true.
And it's on a miss.
Right.
On a less
right,
dramatic scale, it's not a
Right.
miss. Like, you're not shaving him, you're actually shearing him.
Yes, I'll take a little shear action here.
Okay. That brings us to the top of the round. This is their turn. 2 of them are going to attack. The one is going to attack you this time.
That's crazy.
A javelin attack from the far side of the brazier.
Hell, we've done this since before miss.
That's the wrong dice. That's a miss. Other one is going to throw a javelin at you. That is not a miss. That is not a miss.
Do this. And we'll look really good to do this.
You can cast shield on yourself. You can cast shield on yourself if you want to.
I've already got. Yeah, I'm going to do that.
Okay. You raise your staff, you feel the arcane energy pulse into being around you, and the javelin just punches right through and smacks you in the chest for 4 points. 4 points? 4 points of damage.
And that's 2 or that's 1?
Huh?
The shield is 2?
2, yes. Then the one on the west side is going to attack Victor.
And that
Miss.
5? How many points?
4 points of damage. And yeah. The other one is going to it is going to attack you again because you flanked it and bashed it with a staff, poisoned it. That is a miss.
Good.
It boom, just this clanging noise as it beats against the shield of energy around you. And then the last one is going to attack Finnan. That's a miss.
Excellent round, all.
As it swings like it hits him and then it goes to backswing, but he just goes bloop, down to his knees and just smashes it like, into the stone bunk above him,
Okay.
and it starts cursing him down. They're very promised that.
You may learn a thing or two if you listen carefully.
No, only him, fortunately. He's the only one who speaks Goblin.
But she would probably pick up enough to at least.
If I hear the
talk
same
back.
word over and over and over.
It's a
maybe-
curse word. It's just you don't know what exactly.
Yeah,
it
right.
means.
But I know
You
that
figure
it
out
works.
that what they're saying is curse words.
Yes, right.
It's very bad curse
Yes,
words.
right.
All right.
So the top.
So we're
who
at
is the
our
guy?
round. At the bottom of the round, we're at our round.
Who is the guy that damaged me? That's the one I want.
One on the far side of the razor. There's one melee distance with you right now.
But I can go for the one on the far side that hit me you with a javelin?
Yeah.
With the fireball. I mean, with the ball.
Yeah, you could.
Or
Or
who's
you
most
could-
damaged?
Right, take both of the most
The
damage.
one facing Victor and Elizabeth.
Right.
Hit them.
Okay. Go ahead and make 2d6 attack. Okay. That finishes him off. That's your flaming, you're welcome. Flaming sphere rams him in the back. He just pitches forward, and Victor kind of sidesteps to avoid him, and he just blats flat on his back. On his stomach,
Who's
sorry.
the next closest? Who's the next?
Well, there's the one in your face,
Mhm.
and there's the one facing Finn.
Do I? I'm gonna do the poison staff against one facing me.
Okay, d20, 2d6.
Plus what? 6.
Plus your proficiency bonus. It's melee.
2. That's 14.
No. That unfortunately
I
is
think
not it.
proficiency is plus 2.
Yeah, your proficiency is +2 until you hit like levels 5 or 6 or something like that.
Okay.
And unfortunately, the bugbear is able to deflect your blow with his Morning Star. And he's just like, not today, old one.
These fighting words.
Your
Bugbear
mother
going-
wears
in-
army boots. That's
Uncalled for, wizard.
That's good.
Well, the other bugbear just sort of goes, that hurt feelings.
I thought he'd say that's a not an insult, that's praising, because that means his mother's a warrior.
He took it in the spirit given.
Yeah, really.
Uncalled for. In the bugbear's insulting defense, they always assume that elves are just old. They've never met
I
an
see.
elf under like 60 years old,
Oh, okay.
which for bugbears is not like ancient, but like they don't have anywhere near as long of
Right.
a lifespan as like bugbears. So it's like they just always assume they're old. So
That's funny. That is funny.
uncalled for, wizard. Sorry, I'm really proud of that one. So then, you want to go or you want the terrible trio to go? So in the terrible trio, then he's going to short sword his opponent and miss. As Victor and Elizabeth turn, see him pinned up against a bunk by a bugbear and go, nope!
Is this the north bugbear?
This is the northern bugbear.
Okay.
Unfortunately, the bugbear hears Victor charging at him while yelling and manages to evade the attack.
Ooh,
However,
let's do it this way.
Elizabeth is also evading.
Oh, dear.
The bugbear manages to parry away Elizabeth's blow as it ducks Victor's sword. And that brings us to your round.
Okay.
There's 4 people around the bugbear on the north side.
Right.
So
But if
entering
I-
that particular skirmish might not be the best option.
What if I
Oh no.
fall back?
I have ripped open the wow.
You
I
what?
need some tape.
What if I fall back? It's not going to hurt touch anybody
Burn
else,
the
right?
book, but okay.
No,
Oh, you're talking about the bugbear.
Yes, the bugbear,
you can,
not the bug.
You can do that.
Fall back.
You want to roll damage? Don't bother.
Boy, he's like, something's going on with him.
Muhammad Ali.
Yeah, I guess so. Look like a butterfly, sting like a bee.
Something like that.
Okay.
Sting, put like a butterfly, hit like a hammer.
Yeah, right. Yeah, actually,
s-
well, Ali was like that too.
Yeah, well, this guy's hitting like Ali.
Yeah.
Or Tyson, maybe. He's hitting hard. And, that brings us to Victor. The bugbear in front of you is like, make you pay for hurtful words. And attacks you.
Trips.
I wish. He just barely cracks through your arcane shield. Six points of bludgeoning damage as he smacks down your head. Not so smart, mouth. No!
my turn, yes.
Unfortunate. The other one is going to hurl a javelin at Edra. And miss. The next one is going to hurl a javelin at Elizabeth. And hit. 8 points of piercing damage. Let's see. Nope, it is not. Because he was going to use his reaction for this round to impose protection,
Yay.
hold his shield out, and deflect aside the javelin as he sees it coming in.
Yay.
What in the same hell are you doing?
Is that
Jack?
where the food is? In the box?
Yeah, she's gonna have the box.
She's
Off
underneath
the
the
boot.
box.
Is the boot not?
The boot is off of it.
Well, she hasn't been fed today, so we'll try to get it. She's just done waiting for me. That's what she got up like.
Okay.
She got a
So
mouthful
the
of
next one
left.
is going to attack Finnan. And miss.
Back to us.
Yes. Top
Baby
round.
burn.
Thy turn.
Whose turn?
Thy turn.
Oh, thy turn.
Yes, thy turn, unkind wizard.
I would like to. I can't burn him. He's too close to me. Or
You could hit him with the flaming sphere if you want to.
let's do that.
2d6.
Ah, 12.
Okay.
What number? Was this south?
South, yes.
Yes, that's what we want to hear.
He was going to hit me again if I didn't.
No.
Oh, he's gonna hit you
Hit you
again.
again now
No,
because you
I
did.
Are you
do.
told? Is he done?
No.
Oh,
He's burned, he's smoldering, he's got, like, lines of embers
So-
dancing across his, like burn lines dancing across his back. He's like, ow!
so I want to do this
Yes.
and hit him with the staff. That's 7. Which is only 9.
Like,
No. I shook my head when I did it.
he's like, fire hurt like words!
No. Sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me.
Not that staff, though. Staff not break bones. Alright. Right, they're going to attack. And Finnan is going to attempt to stick him. Right in the nads.
Oh. Okay, go.
8 points. 8 points of piercing damage.
For Mr. North.
Yes.
Okay.
So this gnome is now talking in a different octave.
Bugbear is, yeah.
Bugbears.
Bugbear's like,
Okay.
Wicked.
You guys can finish him off, Victor, in this one.
Victor would love to. Would love to. That is 7 points of piercing damage on a crit! 2 1s on a crit!
Huh?
I rolled a critical hit, and I rolled a 1 on the damage dice. I rolled again for double dice damage, and I rolled another 1! It's 2 on the dice!
So how much damage is it?
7!
Ouch. That's for the South Guard, or the same
That's
for
the
Mr.
North Guard. He was a critical, and I rolled less than I rolled on some normal hits! Ah!
It's painful. Very
The
painful.
dice are cruel!
Yes.
Never forget this! Interference. Not better.
She misses.
The goblin, the bugbear is like wobbling thanks to Finnan's hit. Victor's hit drops it to its knees just as Elizabeth's swipe goes right over its head.
Okay.
So,
how many have we got left?
We have 3
4.
left. No, 4, yeah. And only 2 of them have significant damage. So
So, I'm not really gonna be able to enter that melee. I'm gonna have to go after Mr. South, I think.
Okay.
Then I'm gonna try it with you.
Cat's back under there.
Yeah, she's hungry.
Oh, wow.
It's amazing she takes a mouthful of
Six,
food
and
and
then I
gets
get
I wouldn't want to sit under there while eating.
I have a feeling he's sure he would just stay in there and not move.
But that's not sure either. That's the cat who's used to being outside where things can jump on you.
8 plus 1 for my damage. Right? I rolled 8.
3.
Oh yeah, that was 3. Right.
11.
Alright.
To the soft one, that's a sailing
21,
victor.
yeah, jump south.
It's like, ah! You have friends! I have friends too!
He's missing a few of his friends.
That hurts!
You will be too.
I do!
I
Okay.
mean missing.
Now it's his turn.
Yeah, he's gonna take a swing at you, because you haven't really had much success against him. I'm going to miss. He swings at you and you just deflect off on your shield. Like, back to cursing and goblin.
I'm going to ignore that.
I'm going to just check some real fast to see if you even understood anything they were saying.
Cover your ears.
Oh, he does speak common.
Who?
I do?
The bugbear does speak common as well as
Oh,
goblin.
Speaking in common now.
It was speaking in common when I addressed you and him.
And then it was
And then when cursing, it just reverts to goblin.
Yeah.
That's what it's more proficient.
Yeah, right.
Cursing. The one around. He's going to turn around. He's going to hit Finn again. Miss.
Yes.
Back! It tries to hit him and Finn just jumps back like, nope! Then the other two are going to circle around. And then one of them is going to hit at you. And miss. And they're clanging blow off your shield. The other one is going to stay back for that one.
It's what?
Lazy. Yeah, that's a miss on Leslie.
Yes, alright, guys. We can finish off 2 of them this round, for sure.
So who's the guy in front of me? I'm gonna roll the thing into it.
South.
Ow!
It's been hit. Now he's fighting how badly.
7.
Nice.
Forget that I said ow. It dies.
I told you it would be my turn, just as you died. The last thing you heard was me telling you.
In common, no less.
Oh, I said mine.
You both just hear this.
I said mine and goblin.
You both hear him say something in Goblin, and then it just rams the spear into its back, and as it falls to the ground, you just hear it in Common just rasp up. As it falls to the ground.
Feelings. I'm shocked.
So now
That
we've got.
is super.
Alright,
Who's
Mr.
next
North
turn?
has to be.
the one on the other side.
And I can throw
Fireball?
fireball.
Okay.
That's
D20 plus D10.
Oh, plus D10. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is this one.
Yep.
20. I want to roll 6 for the hit.
I'm playing Pathfinder here.
It doesn't matter
Or
because
Warcraft, or Warhammer 40k. Sorry.
8
Sorry.
plus 2 is. Oh, this is magic.
Plus 6.
Plus 6, so that's 14.
Does not hit. Okay. Finnan is going to stab it again. The usual known halfling target. And unfortunately miss.
Oh,
The
no.
sucker is prepared and protecting himself this time. He's like, not today! Swings his morning star away. That's the way Finnan's attack. Leaving the halfling looking disgruntled.
Yes. Better disgruntled than dismembered.
Not bad. That is a hit.
From Victor?
Yes.
Sweet.
Victor slashes down on its back and shoulder for 12 points of damage. And he slashes across and obviously severs something vital because there's just a big gout of blood and he just kind of flops to the side and falls to the ground.
Yes. Alright.
And then there were
2.
Yeah. Elizabeth is going to take a run at the last 2. And... No, she's not. She's going to hurl a javelin at them.
Are they close together or not?
Ish, yeah. And she is going to... she's going to take 2 points of fire damage as she runs forward and runs square into the brazier, attempting to hit one of them. And the javelin just goes completely wild and shatters.
Oh, it shatters.
Yeah. Alright.
What do I want to do here? I think I'm gonna...
You can see, before you do anything else, you can see that the 2 bugbears on the other side are looking distinctly nervous. Like they've clearly... The tide of battle is clearly turned, and they are rethinking their lives right now.
Yes. So do we do things mercifully, or do we just take that as a sign of weakness and go after them? I mean, I don't
Your
know.
call. Do you want to try to intimidate them into running, or do you want to try to kill them?
I would go with Victor on this one.
Yeah,
No, that's the DM talking.
Yeah, I
Speaking
know.
as the DM, you will get XP whether they run or die.
Right, I get that, but I'm thinking in terms of this, they might rethink it when they get out of the cave and go, it wasn't as bad as we thought, we're going to go chase him down and get him.
Depends on how bad your, or how good your intimidation roll is. And someone else can join in to help give you advantage if you start threatening.
Yeah, who's got the most intimidation? Because I don't think I have any.
It's charisma, right?
Right.
Well, that would be...
That's Elizabeth.
I have +3 intimidation and the black's circle.
Intimidation is +2, intimidation is...
I've got a -1.
+3 for...
What's this?
Finnan!
Is
Finnan's
+6.
got the highest intimidation roll!
I've got a +3.
So does Finnan!
So that too. We're gonna go intimidate the snot out of this guy.
You guys, go ahead and
Okay.
make a roll with advantage.
Okay.
But first, what are you going to do to try to intimidate them?
Oh, you know what? Thaumaturgy. I don't even have to do interpret.
Yeah, you can do thaumaturgy.
Yeah. That's what it's for, right? So I don't even have to roll for that, right?
You don't have to roll for thaumaturgy. You just use the thaumaturgy action
my
as a caption, as a cantrip. What do you do with thaumaturgy?
Okay, so I get to do
Well, first do what you're going to do, and then that helps me figure out the DC.
20 the blast. Is that the next? Well, I
But what are you
cast it, right?
doing with thaumaturgy?
Oh, which one? Voice booming, flames to flicker, cause harmless ground tremors. Ooh, I'm gonna cause harm. Because we don't fall down. That won't be good.
Harmless ground tremors?
Harmless ground tremors.
That's
Good,
not
harmless.
going to make any fall. It's harmless.
I wasn't sure if it was not gonna damage any of the room.
Harmless ground tremors don't hurt anything. That's the beauty of thaumaturgy. You can make the ground shake, but you're not going to damage anything.
So we're not gonna fall down. I'm gonna make the ground shake. That seems scary to me.
Okay. So you're going to make the ground shake. What are you going to say to them?
Tornado blast. Oh, that's what I used to cast it with.
So you can mutter that on your breath, and then what are you going to tell them to try to?
Be gone before we
Open the floor.
under your feet.
Then it's like, yeah, then I'll stab you. You know where. Go ahead. Make an intimidation roll
17,
with advantage.
17 on one of them. 20, net 20.
Oh! Their ears go back, their hair stands on end, and they drop their weapons and start running, screaming for the door.
I don't even have to cast thaumaturgy.
You cast
I did it.
thaumaturgy. That's the
Oh,
rumbling.
That's all
that,
right. It's
yelling
that's
at
what's
that,
happening.
and then starting to stab them in the nads once they were opened in the once the floor opened on them. Yeah, they're running.
They're gone.
They're going to be halfway across the Sword Coast, heading for whatever they can get to. They're going to probably head for Zoros.
And they were carrying javelins.
Not anymore.
They dropped
No,
everything.
I mean, that means that Elizabeth
We
can
now
get a
can
javelin
replenish
back.
javelins that were broken.
And she was fine on the camel roll.
Okay.
So
Good.
I was just saying, she nat 1 on the javelin attack, so
Oh, just
I was just dramatizing the javelin
Gotcha.
attack nat 1.
Gotcha.
So, yeah, you get
260 each.
no, 200 actually.
Really?
Oh, bugbears are nasty, man. They are a.
6440
They're a challenge rating 1.
Just
They're
about.
not a flame skull, but they're nice.
for 60
So-
points from our next leveling up. 6440. I don't want any more Sturges.
Sturges would bring you to it, depending
I
on how
know.
many there were.
I
But
know
enough
it.
Sturges to bring you up would just be like, kill me now. Oh
Yeah,
wait, you already
exactly.
did.
Yeah, that's right. I just So was there a difference in
Sword goes
HP
away.
for the thing to run away or killing them?
Nope.
Cool.
That was just my
Because it
damn
was the-
decision of encouraging creative roleplay among
Yeah.
my players.
Yeah.
That it's something that they talk about in DM tips is don't just make everything a fight to the death,
Oh, okay.
because that just gets boring.
Yeah.
Well, if you know that every time you walk in, you just have to kill
Kill
them
everything.
and kill everything. You can rapidly become what's called a murder hobo, which is not a good thing. It's basically a person who doesn't really have any ties to the land, to the people, to anything, and just kills everything.
I like the thaumaturgy.
Yeah,
thing
and
because-
again, it encouraged creative roleplay among you guys
Yeah.
and sped things up a little bit and saved our players some damage
Right, damage
and some
is
wear
a
and
big-
tear
Yeah.
by intimidating them into running and
Right.
allowed a nat 20. Ah, wow.
I'm happy. That was
The 17 would have had them running for it. The nat 20 had them running even harder,
Faster.
even faster.
That was fun.
So, yeah. With that out of the way, we need to go to
What time is it?
10. Okay. We will pick this up again tomorrow.
Do we want to try and start early to get some of this finished before Ted calls?
How many rooms have we got, or more areas have we got to finish?
We've got 1, 2, and then an investigation.
Yeah, we can do that early.
Do you guys want to do that real fast here, or